Stop that. Hiya. Am I live? Good evening, guys. Good morning, good afternoon. Hope you're all well. I'm live right now, I think. If you're watching it later, thanks for having a look in. Right. Because about 5 minutes ago, I clicked what I get here is like go live. And I clicked it live and I put my intro on and I'm talking to myself. And then I noticed it went go live again. I get it top right corner. But I did it. And it went off. Anyway, never mind. It's not a long one. How you doing, guys? Yvonne, how you doing? UK as well. China, hello. Hope you're well. It's only going to be short, guys, tonight. Hiya, James. How you doing? Who's Alan? Laura Kay's legal team. Right. Is that what it could be? I don't know. I give up these days with YouTube. It's getting bloody ridiculous, isn't it? I just think I owe it to you guys who think I've gone missing. And I do get asked when's your next live and all that. So I just thought I'd say hello, but it won't be long. Mr. Blue, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. James is a legend. DJ, I am live. Okay. Mickey Mouse is there. How you doing, Mickey Mouse? Thanks for all your support over the last 18 months. You've been brilliant, thank you. I'm a bird, here we go, straight away. Brilliant. Never used to happen, all this. As far as I'm concerned, no, you're not. Albert. And if you were, how come you're in the chat? Neil's there, how you doing? AC Sniffer. Hiya. Hello. Hello, everybody. All 5 of you. How many's in? 28. Right. That's quite big for me. Compared to other lives, you get hundreds in. How come they get that many people in? Oh. So, yeah. I hope you've had a great week, guys. The best that you could have made it. And you've got something brilliantly planned for this weekend that makes you happy. Whatever it may be, going out for a meal, having a chat on the corner of the street, whatever makes you feel happy, that's the main thing. So, alrighty then. Okay, Neil. Straight away, I've got someone backstage. There you go. Right. I've got Enlightened Audits ready to speak. Give me a sec. He's gone. You've gone. So yeah, so basically I'm doing a very short live just to say hello and just to let people know that I'm still sticking around, even though I've not been doing much lately. So I've just things have been going on and I've had to deal with stuff. So I've had to put my channel as a lesser priority to what I've had to been going through. Excuse me. So yeah, I hope you're all okay. I think he's back. All right, just give me a sec. Is that you, mate?
Hello, mate. All right.
Yeah, signed.
How we doing?
I'm all right.
You sound a bit down.
No, I'm just tired. That's all. That is you, in right?
It is me. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna, guys.
Here I am.
Here he is. Look, he's got his hoodie on. Looks all cozy and comfortable.
It's getting cold, isn't it?
It's starting that time now. Yeah, it's like I love this time of year because the trees and all that when they change colour and that, and you know.
Yeah, I saw some lovely apples on the tree outside Chelmsford Prison yesterday.
What you
Didn't
did
really
you
get.
do an audit yesterday?
I did do an audit yesterday in
Right.
Chelmsford, but I didn't get one of the
Right.
prison because they didn't react. So it just goes to show that auditing is working because they were jumping up and down like lunatics. The last time I went
Right.
there.
Watch
So they're obviously
this. Has
sorry,
anyone
yeah.
got that video link up, please? Also, Enlightened's channel link as well. That'd be great. I'll bet you any money UK
Yeah.
Transparency does
Well,
it first.
I mean, I did the police station in the end. Yeah, I did the police station in the end, and I did a live of guy was parked in a van on the yellow lines, and so I went up to him, asked him, and he didn't ID, and his engine was idling, and then he picked his phone up and started taking pictures of me while he was sitting in the driving seat, and it was a bit of a fail there from them. But I've noticed on the Black Belt Barristers channel, he referred to another channel where an interview's done with some IPCC officers, and they're thinking of bringing in new legislation to make it an offence, basically, for an arrestable offence to just to be outside the station. But they were talking about people with face coverings.
Well, I suppose that is different.
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
it's still not an offence, is it? Because
not at the moment. It's not.
they're trying to make it one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting worse, mate. They're trying to squeeze things down, aren't they? To be honest with you.
Yes, they are.
One day they'll make it a law. If you're an auditor, it's against the law. Maybe one day. I can see it coming, but yeah.
I can. I'm surprised it isn't already by.
Yeah, but it's not because they've no right to, and that would probably mean that even if you're not an auditor, people who are walking past filming who've got no intention of doing, say, the likes of what you do and other auditors, that's a different intention, So that would be wrong because there'd be innocent people doing it, whereas you've got people like yourself doing it on purpose. So there's a difference, So that would be unfair, totally unfair, But anyway, we have to keep fighting, mate, and you're right. And I still believe in auditing, and I still believe it should carry on. And because things aren't getting any better, they're not learning the lessons. Some of them are, and to be honest, they're all aware of it now. And that's showing in people's videos. They're aware of it, but yet they still carry on. And for me, because they still carry on with this terrorism, with this trying to this power freakism, what they've got over people when they know what auditing's all about. That's why auditing should carry on, just to get rid of the filth out of the filth. So, but don't forget, there's good cops out there as well.
Yes, that's right. And but I think what's happened is that the police at Chelmsford yesterday, they seem to be displaying a new training thing that they're going through, where they're basically told not to engage with the auditors, but obviously the bad officers are translating that as even if somebody's requesting your attention, just ignore them. And it was a bit annoying.
It's on the MPCC memo, which hasn't changed from almost 2 years ago. It's not changed as far as I know anyway. So, and so 2 years down the line, they are aware of it. And some people come out and say, you're an auditor, whereas before they didn't. So they are aware of it, and some of them are learning from it. And the others who don't, they're the tyrants, they're the ones. That's why it needs to carry on. So let's, try and get rid of, let's, keep.
I'm going to be doing some oil refineries.
Yeah,
I'm going to be doing some oil refineries, and it's not as a protester or an activist, because that reclassifies me. I'll be doing it as an auditor. I'll be doing it solo. But it's to protest this disgusting decision in the North Sea that's against the environmental protocol thing that we've signed up for, that our corrupt leaders have now given the go-ahead to start digging for oil in the North Sea again. It's absolutely outrageous, I think.
It's getting worse, isn't it? I mean, it is.
They're not making any effort at all. Those big windmill things, they're not good for local environment. There's 60 meters of concrete involved in those.
They look awful as well. They're ruining the landscape. They are. Look at it now. It's fucking. I mean, look at it. Look at the world now. Plastic.
Yeah, they're not making any effort. They're not making any effort. But we are. But the thing is, people are making effort. It's just these people at the top. These tyrants at the top.
Yeah, especially at the top. And those at the bottom, they're the ones giving people like myself, who's at the bottom, the hassle. And the ones at the top are the ones who get away with literally murder and things.
Like Rees-Mogg. What the hell What the hell have we got people like him in our government for? Why is he even in our society? He's a tyrant, and he's just approved fracking. They've reclassified it, so if they cause X amount of vibration on the Richter scale, then they're not allowed to do it, and that was signed up, I think, in 2000. Now this Rees-Mogg idiot has decided that it's going to be less, so they can do it more. Basically,
this is how far ahead they are of us, and I've always said it on my lives. Right, 2000, so 20 years ago. Plus, and the protests back then, and this is how they do it. They've been cracking on with that, cracking with the fracking for the last 20 years and making it look like, hang on, we're still thinking about it. They're already on it. They've been doing it this is how they do it, and they make it look and sound as if, okay, you've still got a voice, you can still say what you want. Okay, we'll work with you, because we have to, because that's our job. But they're already getting on with it. They're already doing it. They're years ahead.
It's just ridiculous. I mean, they make these pledges, for this. By the way, I'm in my van at the moment. This is like the audit bus. I don't know if you can see that. I don't think you can you? But it's broken down at the moment. But they make all these pledges, with in manifestos and stuff like that, and then they don't stick to them. It just what's the point of having a manifesto, a
It's
hustings,
all
if
lies.
it's just all lies, isn't it? I mean, they
It's
don't
all
stick to
lies. I
any of
mean,
them.
how long does it take us to realise or understand, or how long? I mean, I sussed it out fucking years, fucking 30 years ago. I
Well,
sussed
my
it out.
my
Um,
my suggestion would be to strip
and
it all down. The monarchy needs to go. It's not serving any purpose for everyone. I know, like you've been brainwashed into saying that it has, that it is a good thing, but nobody wants the
yes,
Prince Charles as a king. I certainly don't. And Andrew, you got Andrew. The shame of Andrew.
what's the king's job? What's the queen's job? I mean, it's just like everyone just says that's the monarchy. What
Yeah.
do they do? I don't get what they do.
Well,
Apart
except for
from
the
they're a massive tourist attraction. Okay, I'll
no,
give
yeah,
them that. But
no,
apart from
no.
that,
Hang on. But that point that someone came on, I believe it was on this channel. It might have been on Avon, but that somebody made that point that um it like if someone dies, like say like a musician dies or something, and then suddenly they their records start selling off the shelf, didn't they? The same deal, I believe, would be
look
with
how
the
much
monarchy.
Elvis Presley's still bringing in.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. So I don't see really why that is true. They're bringing in. I mean, what how is it at the moment? It's like people standing outside the gates, isn't it? Right, looking at the geezer in the little box,
Yeah.
and and yeah, that's right. Right? And so if the Buckingham Palace was open for tourism, real tourism, it would therefore be turning out more money, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't go along with that at all. So my general idea for change is to strip it all back. It needs to be stripped all back from the monarchy to the parliament, right? And then we need, I mean, I know what people are going to say. They're going to disagree with this. But what we need is a dictator, right? But the right dictator, someone who's a moralist, someone who's got who knows what's right from wrong. And only if that leader starts acting like an idiot do we then have a general election. What my idea would be, like in replacement for this present system, which is totally out of control. The vote
But then,
system is rigged.
yeah,
They've got the wrong people in there. They're
I've
starving to
always
death.
said throughout my
Yeah,
lives, mate. I've always said when that subject's been brought up, and I have always said I don't think it's all rigged, and you're not elected, you are selected, and I think you're
yep,
selected at least 12 months beforehand, maybe
yep,
longer.
yep.
Same in any other country where you've got a leader, a dictator. Dictator is not a bad word. People associate that word with people like Adolf Hitler and Idi Amin
That's right.
and
Yeah,
people
the
like that.
bad ones.
So it just means people are trying to dictate to you. It's the word itself. A teacher at school dictates, people
That's right.
are. So don't label it as some kind of leader is, a dictator is like someone like Adolf Hitler, because they're not.
Right. Well,
I
let's
get
take.
where you're coming from, but I think that word would,
It's a bad word. All right. Let's
it
say
just needs some
a
kind of
leader.
leadership, maybe leadership.
Yeah, like a leader. But I mean, the reason I use that word dictator is it's because it was from the ancient Greek philosophers who themselves created the the democracy, and then said it's not going to work because there's always going to be if you have a crowd of 1,000 people, there's always going to be people that are corrupt inside it, and eventually they're going to overtake the people who are genuine trying to do something, just but much like the environmental problem.
Okay, right, Chris, how you doing? Sorry, mate. I just want to backtrack because everyone knows on my live I like to say hello to everyone.
Absolutely.
Rye, thank you very much. John Tracy as well. Neil, I know you're the Albert Mickey Mouse DJ and that. Queen Ninja, how
DJ,
you doing? Great to see you, James. Of course, Neil Rise there, and Mark Kelly's there, who I've got a lot of respect for. Now, Mark's disagreeing with you there, enlightened, but we always keep it clean and cool in here. So
Yeah, that's fine.
if there's
That's
a disagreement, we talk about it. We don't
fine. At least
argue.
we're talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do on here. There's no arguments.
No,
There's talking. That's it. Or debates. Spliff, how you doing? I've not had a spliff for a while. Buckingham Palace is a massive tourist attraction.
Yeah, but my point is that it would be a bigger tourist attraction if you were allowed. How much would an American tourist pay to go into Queen Elizabeth's bedroom? More than if they're standing outside the gates.
See? And do you know what? Tony Whitworth, how you doing? I said a few weeks ago, I said, isn't it strange how almost, well, not everything, that's a ridiculous word. Many plus many things have changed since COVID arisen. Not just the virus, other things have gone on as well. That's why people are calling it the Great Reset and all that. That COVID's just part of it. Now look at that last comment from Tony. He's been ordered to do that, even though he's a king, in my opinion.
Well, is that
a king has been ordered to do something?
King Charles wants to raise a trillion army of Marshall
by people you don't know about, we don't know about. I just get a feeling all these leaders, heads of states, monarchies, all them people who you think are in charge are not. They're just the rulers. That's all they are. They get orders and commands and blah, blah, blah from, I can't prove it, but it just seems a bit strange to me. They all seem to follow an order in order and rule. But I think the real people who are in charge are the ones we don't see.
The big business.
I know it sounds a bit Twilight Zone, but that's what I believe in, because I don't see anything natural coming from them. It's always like this, right. Isn't it? It's always like this.
Right.
It's always like that.
Right. But I noticed that Mark's saying that like they can go in, but you can only go into the front of the building. It's very restricted, like where you can go into Buckingham Palace. And I'd like to point out 1992, like when there was the Windsor fire, and the Queen refused to pay for it, and 2019, where Prince Charles decided to just stop paying inheritance tax. Everyone else has got to pay it.
They've never had a coin in their hand. They don't deal with cash.
Well, they don't have to, do they?
It's everyone else deals with it for them. You know, that man-made controlling piece of plastic metal shit that we've had to fucking kill and murder over and fight over and robbery and all that. Money's done that. You know, wise people have used it properly, but that's what it's done. That's why they use it. Plus many other reasons, you know, taking countries down, even breaking Greece a few years ago, breaking their economy down. How can a country run out of money?
Yeah, well, yeah, because they got it stashed probably.
How does when you're part of a European economy thing, bit weird that, isn't it? How come Russia have gone to war with Ukraine? How come everything, to be honest? But it's like a program. None of it seems natural, or it's just occurred. It's like, it always seems like that's been planned. It's like When I went to school and that lesson, it was like laid out like that, and I had to sit and listen. And my teacher was telling me this and drawing on the. Am I allowed to say blackboard anymore?
Huh.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's
Throwing
ridiculous.
chalk at you, but all planned out, all ordered out. School, education, the system. You know, none of it's natural. You know.
Yeah, my son got banned from one of his computer games for calling himself Vinegar. Do you know why? Vin, take off the Vin or the V, you know. Ridiculous. Do you see what I mean?
I do, and I think it's. I've been saying it for about three previous lives now. I really do believe we need to do something about it, and we all have to wake up. And people think, but what I'm saying now is fantastical. It's not. You know, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
There's someone there saying that they're in Italy, and Italy have just voted in a far right person, or did they vote in that far right person?
No election. There's an election always.
Yeah, but in Italy,
that,
and
you know,
there's two European countries. I forget which was the other, but there's two European countries, and Italy was one of them, where they're getting so sick of all these sort of Africans fighting with each other on the streets that the far right are now have come to the fore in the you know in winning the elections. They were ahead. I don't know. They won the election.
That's right, Yorkshire. Sorry, I am listening, mate. I can listen and look at the same time. Don't worry, I'm not ignoring anything that you said. There's a few people coming in with comments about what you've been saying.
That's correct. So, what Yorkshire's saying, yeah, it is.
Good evening, Trevor Random. Massive to me is Trevor. Yorkshire Monkey. Yeah, right. Let's break it out. Let's do a demonology thing and let's just break it up for a minute. Let's have a laugh. Look what I've got. Yorkshire. Am I the first Lancastrian to hold a Yorkshire flag in my hand?
Interesting, Bree.
And guess what? I was waiting for Eamon to come in because I got this as well. No, I didn't get it. It was sent to me by a couple of friends. So that's for Eamon, and that's going to go there. But the Yorkshire flag isn't fucking going up at all. Anyone who's coming, thanks for coming in. Beauty therapist, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, I'm interested that you...
Your red rose, Neil. But yeah, thanks so much for coming in, guys. Brilliant. Great chatting with Enlightened as well. So superb. James doing his usual hard work with them links, guys. Don't ignore them links. What James is putting up.
Don't forget, hit the like.
I'm sorry, mate. This is what it's like on mine. We do the serious, we have the chat, and then we have a laugh, and then we bring it back to a serious, and we do all that. We break it up, you know. But Yorkshire Monkey, I'm a Bombay shy talk. How very dare you? How dare you? Oh, I better put that link up. I won't be on long. Tonight. So.
Yeah. There was a place where we used to go and pick strawberries, like lovely place, you know, like countryside and everything else. And they've built a NatWest headquarters on there now. So I've been ripping the bollocks out of that.
For those of you who've not subbed to Enlighten, guys, just at least have a look at his channel. Decide for yourself, but out of respect, give him a sub. He's always been respectful with me.
I caught Mr. Beast. Yeah, I caught Mr. Beast at Southend Airport not so long ago. So that was quite unusual.
See,
and yeah, and he started off when he was about 15, I think, and he's only about 25 now. He's now got, and I was looking at some of his older videos, and he was getting like 27,000 and stuff. He's now got 105 million subscribers.
wow.
I'd love to know his secret.
Wow. I mean, people are waking up, not enough people. And then those people who are awake, when they try and pass the word on, you
Thank you, James.
most of them thinking, but, you've got to keep trying, just like an auditor does, when people say give up, no point. Well, I'm sorry, but there is, you see. People who go out and do things like that, they're doing it. They're standing up for people's rights. I mean, they're standing up for people who don't go out there and do it. It's like a just cause. So people need to appreciate that and wake up more. And then once you've woken up, I can't guarantee it, but I reckon you will have at least one thought of, do you know what? I'm going to go out there and do something about this myself.
Yeah.
That's what I did. So one added extra.
Yeah, I absolutely 101% of me believes what I'm doing is for a good reason. It's not to go out to antagonize people. But I just provide the stage by holding the camera. If they want to be the performing monkey, that's down to them, and that's the point that I made on that channel. It's from the Black Belt Barrister. He refers you to another channel where there's this interview going on, but it's completely one-sided, and it's them sitting there going, "Oh, the poor officers." It damages the officers when they do this, when they make these things. Well, it's their behaviour that we're documenting.
You let them. My philosophy has always been let people expose themselves. You play it. You know how to do it. We can do it that way. And if they don't, then well. But no antagonism. Just let them do it, and they always do. So, and then they can't turn around and say, "Well, you made me do it." So let them do it. And all you have to do is just stay legal with it, and there's fuck all they can say. There's nothing they can do, and that means when they do make false arrests and false detainments and false statements and all that, as long as you've done nothing wrong, it's them who's breaking the law, not you. So
yeah. Hello, John Tracy.
That's you, Steph. I need to make sure. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure it is because there's always a funny picture in there. Right, I want the fingers from you. I just want one finger now. Right, got it. This is Steph, guys.
Hello, Steph.
Hello. My internet's not that great, so I might cut out.
That is quite
to
freaky, to be honest with you. It's freaking me out, that.
That's my face. Don't be rude.
No, it's not. That is one freaky looking thing.
That's an up close picture of my face.
It's not.
Yeah, it is. It is though.
Oh, behave you. This is what happens with Steph. You don't know what you're gonna get. It's always
that's a picture I took on Instagram.
How are you anyway?
Good.
That's a funny noise.
Sorry, that was me. Turning.
Oh, it's all right.
Turning the machine.
Excuse me. I'm just been getting some stick off Yorkshire Where have you gone, mate? Where have you gone, Yorkshire? Sorry about that.
Bless you.
I didn't really. Oh, Eamon! Eamon's in. Eamon, look what I got. Look. I'm even going to put the lights on for that. Look at that. Eamon.
What flag is that?
Pardon me?
What flag
I
is
beg your
it?
pardon?
What flag is it? Mexican flag.
I can't believe you haven't worked it out. Someone as smart as you. When I went, Eamon's in.
Well, I
Eamon's
don't
in.
do
Look at
geography.
that. No? It's friggin' Irish, so it is. I can't get that accent right. My impressions are getting worse.
That sounded quite good. It's
Wrong
Belfast
pride
accent.
flag, says Trevor.
What's that?
Look at Trevor's last comment.
Yeah.
The leprechaun one.
Don't. I believe in leprechauns. I know it sounds ridiculous.
That is especially for Eamon. It was sent to me by a friend because I asked for it and I couldn't find one anywhere. So they did, and they sent it to me. And I thought, oh, well, obviously, my next live it's going up. So, and that's for Eamon, for the loyalty, just like the Nigel ranking soon. I've had that up for, well, 16 months, whatever, because of his loyalty and support, and Eamon's been the same. So I've not got a Trevor Random flag though. I wouldn't mind one, Trevor. I can put it in the middle somewhere like that where you won't see it when I'm sat back. But no, that is all I'm saying is with it, it's just my appreciation to Eamon. That. Thanks very much. You never know what you're gonna get. I know, Alan. I don't eat chocolates. I used to. Turkish delight.
Do they still sell that?
Hmm?
The Taste of Paradise. Do they still sell Turkish Delight?
Do you know what? I don't know. I'm not sure. I've never took notice really. I'm guessing they do, but I'm not sure. But yeah, proper Turkish delight. It's got all that powder on it and that. And, my dad used to love it, but I could eat it, but it was like not much because very sickly, you know. But a nice taste. Apparently, the taste of a rose.
I was just looking at Mr. Fizz's picture and I was just wondering.
Just don't. Honestly, this is what Steph is like. Every time you're gonna
That's
have to
another one
put
of
up
me.
with psychedelic stuff.
Well, whatever did happen to Sinead O'Connor?
I've not heard for years. I just thought she was a one-hit wonder with that song.
I'm looking at Mr.
what was
Fizz's
it?
picture.
I forgot. No, I'm not. I don't text Steph on me half the time. She just does what Steph does, and that's it. I just leave Steph to it, and it's all entertainment, and that's all that matters. If it's making people happy and smile, that's all that matters to me.
What? Is Sinead O'Connor dead?
Wahid, how you doing?
She's in the ocean.
Wow. I mean,
She
nothing
is
compared.
every time, honestly. Oh dear. Walnut whips, Eamon.
Yeah, walnut
Absolutely.
whips.
Oh my god, I'm a vegan. I'm. You torture me every week, don't you? You lot.
Wow, Trevor.
Review
Did you know
sniffer. Are
that,
you
Dino?
doing, David? Are you doing? Is she dead?
Yeah, in
David.
January this year, according to Trevor.
Sometimes they wind me up in here.
All right. Is it?
Converted to Islam, still toured, but sadly lost a teenage son to suicide. Oh, wow. Due to failures of NHS in Dublin. Oh yeah, she was Irish, weren't she? Yeah.
Sinead
Wow.
O'Connor. Yes, I think so.
I've only just realised, mate. This is what I'm like. It's all Steph's fault.
Because I'm
Rugops, how
so
you
good
doing as
looking.
well? Anyone else who's coming? Thanks so much indeed. It won't be long tonight. I'm not fully. I'm not match fit, if you like. So I just didn't want to leave it. I owe it to my supporters, so I thought I'll do a live because it's not fair on guys who look. Some people actually look forward to it, so I don't want to let anyone down. So I thought I'll put one up, but it won't be a long one. Okay. Yeah. So okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna leave Steph.
What?
Nothing.
That's
I'm
my
just gonna leave
prosthetic
you to
forehead.
it.
How the hell?
That's what I wear when I go outside.
Enlightened. If you'd have been around longer than you've been around, lately.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff Steph does, it's honestly, it's
It looks like your head's
brilliant.
been smudged.
It's just brilliant.
Yeah, it's good.
It fits in and
I had an accident, right, where I was laying on the floor and then a car ran over my forehead and squished it out.
Steamrollers.
Wahid, no. Can I just say, Steph has been one of the longest ever around on my live channels. And so has Wahid, who supported me from the protests, and he gave me that short video, which I had permission to put up. Thanks for that, Wahid. I really respect you, mate. To all you other people who've been around for a long time, it does mean a lot, and I mean what I say. But yeah, okay. And so has James
about
as well.
the Lotus project.
Pardon?
Wahid asks, "Did you see the Lotus project?"
No, I've not. No. What's that about then? DJ Samuel, I'm going to nip off for a quick loo. Alex Cullen, DJ Samuel, usual people, thanks for your massive support. It means a lot to me, especially at this moment in time. So,
your forehead doesn't look too far from mine.
A couple of minutes. I'm just going to leave Steph as the host for now.
If you shaved your hairline a bit back, yeah, Dino, your hairline would look like mine.
What do you mean? It's just I've not washed it, that's all. That's why it looks like that. I'm not going bald.
Wash yourself, that's dirty.
Honest, I'm not. Oh, right, Steph, take it over.
You got this, Steph?
Live over. That's what I meant, Steph.
Yeah, I'm tired. I just got back from work. Well, I haven't just got back from work. It's been like an hour. And I had, for lunch, I had 2 steaks in a wrap.
Yeah, could I just say, like John Tracy, did you see the live last night? I did a short live at Chelmsford Police Station, but then lost the footage somehow. And I wondered if did you see it? Because I thought your name popped up yesterday. Bill Gates' grandfather founded the Rockefeller Foundation. Well, I think it's pretty shocking about the wow, look at those eyelashes. I think it's pretty shocking about the American President Biden and his son recently, his crackhead son, and now Biden, who was the most staunchest anti-drugs person, like he said that if you were to have like a little tiny piece of crack in you had to get the found on that, you should be jailed for life. I heard, this is when he was 20 years ago or so, and now his crackhead son, who I've seen on Sky News Australia, really dirty sort of crack den type behavior, where he's putting these wares on this scale and sort of arguing over a point and stuff like that. And now Biden wants to relinquish everybody of the cannabis laws. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. What I'm saying is his reasons for doing it is bad, because it's the elections are coming up. It's just blatant sort of popularist, isn't it? Popularism.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
Really, Neil?
Different era. It's the same subject, the same times move on, technology and all that, but it always seems to be the same agenda, and has been for, like, if you think back to monarchies and all that, so bloodlines and all that, which is where monarchy and all that comes from, incestual, and it's carried on. But now it's not. I don't think it is. I hope it's not anymore. It's moved on. There's been growth. And I mean, look, just look what's happened in our lifetime, like Princess Diana, Prince Andrew. God knows what the others have been.
Prince Charles.
Mixed race.
Do you know that thing about what was that butler called? Princess Diana's butler. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but
James is in there. He'll know.
The one that was on the Jungle. He was in the Jungle and that, and he's making all those faces. Now he's got an audio tape that Princess Diana took of Charles talking about buggering his own servant, who still works for him.
See, you don't know. But for me, I could work things out.
Paul Burrell.
I think, when things don't add up, and in your natural mind, in your own thinking, when you use your own intuition and things like that, and you can either ignore it, take it on, and do something. You'll do something about it either way. So if you ignore it, you'll do something about it. If you take it on, you'll do something about it, like Enlighten's doing, talking about it, trying to do something about it, trying to enlighten other people and things like that.
Well, actually, I'm called Enlightened Audits because it was audits that enlightened me. So it's a bit...
I like it. I think that's a great channel name. I really do. What's that symbol about? Because that's interesting.
Yeah, it's just it's got sort of multicolored facets to it, and it looks a bit like an E and an A, and it's just about linkage, really, and it's about coming together.
Well,
it's just a symbol of community, really. I liked it. I kept it.
No, it's cool. I like it.
It's on the side. It's a face, and on the other side, it's
at least it's missing a couple of different colours. That's
Yeah,
another
well,
subject.
there's only three colours at the end of the day, isn't there? It's
Yeah,
red,
that's
red,
another
red.
subject. And we
Yeah.
talked about that a
But
few times.
somebody was saying about Trump making a return. But what I didn't know is that Trump doesn't even want to be prime minister, be president. He basically did that because of a speech that Obama made about him, saying, "Oh, you know, he'll never be president," and he was ripping him up, you know, like taking the piss out of him. And apparently that got Trump's beef up, you know, and that's why he became president.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Trump will be back.
Well, before he was president, in fact, a lot of these people who become a leader, like Trump was, I think it was 70s and all that, he were involved with boxing. And he was like a Barry Hearn, a promoter. So you're talking millions
That's
per
right.
thing. Now, on the, I forget what they call them now, on the corners of the ring, the padding, the corners, they've got advertisements on them, haven't they? Like they've got everywhere now, you know, everywhere. Trump. This was before anyone even had an inkling of a thought of him becoming a president or anything. Politician, yeah.
I mean, what
You know.
next? Boris
But
Johnson
he
as
had
prime
money
minister?
behind him in
Oh,
the first place. He was already a millionaire. You know.
yeah,
And
no,
there's
he's
only
not.
them
I'll tell you what, he's
people
a
who
failed
connected him.
businessman. He was bailed out by his dad.
Well, you know, silver spoon job, never done fuck all apart from use bullshit coming out from that, apart from someone else going, hey, say that, read that, right? When you go into that conference, that's what you're going to say. And that's all they do. It's obvious. It's on TV. It's on, you see them doing it. They're actually holding it in their hands, saying it. Well,
If
I
I'm
don't
great,
do that. It comes straight
if I'm
out
great,
of here, then there, out to people. That's it. I don't need a fucking anyone to tell me what to say or do.
I know. Well,
How come these people do? And where's it coming from?
yeah. Did you see that that thing? I think this was on Sky News Australia again, where they had Biden and he had a card on him that he sort of turned round and the world's press saw it. And it was basically like, open the door, walk through the door, pull the chair back, sit down onto the chair, say hello. Honestly, it was like, you know, something you'd put up for a 5-year-old. And if I'm grateful to Trump and Biden for anything, it's the fact that, like, these are not the people in power. These are not our leaders. They're just puppets.
Who are the masters of puppets?
Yes,
That's the
for big
question.
business.
I don't think we'll find out either, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, I can take a guess though. It's those that are running the arms, the oil, and the health, the big farmers.
Yeah, it's all changing now, though, isn't it?
They go in, they lobby.
Look at the oil system. Look at,
yeah,
you know.
I mean, that's really annoying. But like, I know Joe Biden is Irish, someone said, but do we know that Boris Johnson was born in America?
How come every president of the USA, apart from one, I think, is blood related? And do you know what? Obama isn't the one who isn't. Bloodlines are the rulers, but now, like the monarchies and all that, they're all dying out, and that's why the system is changing because of that, I think, and that's why a lot of countries now have to be armed, and that bloodlines are dying out. Well, torture, blood, slaughter, murder, incest. Look at what they've fucking done. Pearly gates, big palaces, wealth, gold, luxury, freedom, cash no object, They've never held a fucking pound note in their life. And we think that is all bloody marvellous.
Have you holded a pound
Fucked us
note?
over.
You know,
Steph, I'm not taking you on.
when did they exist in England?
When did they exist?
Yeah, I'm
They've
glitching
always
out.
existed in England.
You said pound note.
Oh, the pound notes, right. Right, I'm showing my age, you know, but yeah. when I were a kid, there were a beautiful little green piece of paper and it said £1 on it.
Yeah,
And then they got
green,
rid of
yeah.
that and turned it into metal.
The green. Some people would be shocked by that, wouldn't they?
Pound note. Yeah.
The old 20, massive thing.
I remember before 20s. I even remember the sixpence thing, the shilling, 2.5 pence or something. I remember half pennies and things like that. And the metric changed, and it all started when Europe got together with each other, just like it did in 1939. They all got together and make it an economic union and things like that. They tried again. I think it's worked for them. In fact, it worked back then, thinking about it, because it went from pounds and ounces, you know, to kilograms and a language we never knew. Litres rather than gallons, and everything changed, and it was all part of the European Union when they all got together, just like Nazi, just like when it happened, but just like that time. And it's changed, and we've gone on with it. And I think when they went through all this, what was it, Brexit stuff, complete decoy, complete fuck it. We've been part of it for ages because Britain's been getting, it's all about that, and we've been part of Europe for so long, and we try and make it out as if we're not, and we're battling against their values and they're battling against ours, Brexit, and no, it's all a fucking con. Otherwise we wouldn't introduce it. We wouldn't have introduced all that stuff where we get chocolate bars with wrappers and all these different, what comes first is the European stuff and all that. So, yeah.
E-numbers.
They fucked us over from last World War, I think. Who won the war?
I'm not going to say Jewish people, but what I'd like to say is about. I wanted to make a point about a driving
speech on
course.
here, guys.
I did one of those speed awareness courses recently, and one part of it is the shocking bit for me. What is the speed limit on a motorway for a van? A van. I'm talking about. I'm not talking about different wheels or anything. I'm just talking about a transit van. You know, what's the speed limit on a motorway?
For a van,
150.
I think it's any vehicle is 70, isn't it?
That's what I thought. Do you know? It's for a long time. It's 60. Yeah, someone's come up with 60.
Oh, Alex come up
And
with
they
60.
don't.
Rice said 70.
Yeah, if there's any van drivers listening, they're going to start.
Do you think a van
we
could get
don't
to
know.
that kind of speed, though?
I'd like to see a white van go 120.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you've got like a van, yeah, and you're trying to go up like a really steep hill, sometimes the vans can't quite make it up the hills, and they take forever to go up them.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I thought it was 70. I mean, you see them flying up and down like at sort of like 90 and 120. Do you know what I mean? You do see them, don't you? You know, herring down the motorway. I've had vans myself. I've never knew that.
Eamon, that just shows, doesn't it? As simple as that. It's something you don't notice. We're doing the climate thing, we're doing all that, we're getting greener and all that bullshit.
Look, Eamon
We'll
makes a
make
good
you
point there,
believe
but-
in what we want you to believe in. And we can con you easily because you're a bunch of sheep. But yeah, fancy saying that, just like the Queen said on the austerity speech. Let's tackle the homelessness and all the austerity and things like that. And she's got a fucking crown on her head, surrounded by crown jewels, sat on a throne, and all that surrounding her would have probably solved the problem just in that one room. That's how much they're taking the piss out of us. And people are going like that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that stuff stolen from other countries as well.
Asleep.
The Star of India, yeah. But the thing about that hypocrisy which you're talking about there, Dino, then washes down onto the streets that we've got to live with. Like, for example, I've done that audit recently where I was just going past a sort of a repair unit and a car repair unit. And they started jumping up and down, saying, "Oh, you're on my property, right?" So I went to the next unit that was empty, and they've parked all their cars into this empty unit. So while he came over to me on someone else's private property to tell me to stay, tell me to stay off the private property while we're on someone else's private property that they're using. It's incredible.
That's it. There's so much contradiction, hypocrisy, and that, and we just kind of take it on the chin, really. And even no matter how much it hurts, I mean, there's people like ourselves, and many others as well. Not enough, unfortunately, but like I've just gone through a recent thing. I don't want to drag it out on YouTube yet, but I've been fucked over recently. With do you know what? If you're fucking watching and listening, I don't care, right? I've been fucked over with the sale of an house, a family house where I was part of the deal, which means nothing could have gone through without me, and it all went behind my back. Even though eventually it wouldn't have gone through because it needed me to put the signature down. It all went up to that point where that's all it needed. So there were nothing discussed with me up until the point where it was discussed with someone else. Something was agreed on, and all I had to do was sign. Now, if you're an executor of a property, a lasting power of attorney, which I am, from this particular property, and you've been fucked over behind your back with your own family, that hurts. That's why I've been missing for a bit. A lot of shit's been going on, and I will fucking bring it out, but I won't name any names. But I've been fucked over by my own family, and it's put me back a bit. So
well, I don't think people realise really some of the background pressure on auditors. When now that you've come on, you've managed to say that. I'm glad you said that, because it just shows, I think, a lot of the background pressure that doesn't show, in the content. So you've done well to come on live.
Yeah, whereas someone thought they were in charge of it all, and they made it produce up to that point. When I sorted out my end of it, I cancelled the sale through principle. I mean, the price thing, I weren't bothered about, whereas, other people were. And I went on the moral of, you don't go behind someone's back and do that and expect a signature off them when they're the same as you. They should be discussing the same thing as you're discussing with the estate agent or the solicitor or whatever. And I never got that chance. So there was something dodgy going behind my back. And there was also a law broken as well on a certain piece of paperwork. So all that's over now. And what's happening from now on is I'm in charge of it now, not the person who thought he was in charge of it. And
it's not money, Trevor, it's greed.
But yeah, so they fucked themselves up. All it would have taken would have been a phone call to say, you know, and the estate agents have fucked up really bad, really bad. I've got a document, what they've written out, and there's a name on there which shouldn't be on there, and it's illegal. So I could sue the estate agent.
And I think it is a case of solicitors.
Yeah, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to make them sweat. I'm going to make them hopefully. Well, I don't want to make them feel how I feel, but you know, I hope they do in a way, and a bit worse, because you know it's made me quite unwell. But yeah, you know, people like that. It's all they.
Dino, there's one thing I know. I can tell you, mate. Everything that's going to happen will happen for the good eventually.
Yeah, probably. I've got back. Sorry, me being me, I get carried away, and
no, not at all.
I mean,
on the lighter side of the housing thing, my brother had a neighbour who used to sort of help out, go out.
You're going to bring me on now. Hang about.
Yeah, an elderly lady, and she's left him her house, 4-bedroomed house. She's left him.
Right, here he is.
Pork chop audits. Pork chop audits. I'll be checking that out because I've not heard that one before.
Evening.
Good evening, mate. How are you doing? I'm sorry about the short notice and all that. You know what's been going on, so I did this because you know I owe it to my supporters, and I didn't want to think that I'd gone missing altogether. So
it is, yeah. I watched the
Hello,
film,
mate. Hello, Eddie. All right?
Yeah, good evening. I watched the film, mate, and it finished, and I just noticed you were on, so there we go. Evening, everybody. Chat. Sorry, I'm late. I'll fucking twat
features.
See?
You even surprise my co-host. That's what I'm like. You never know what you're going to get.
Happy New Flag as well. Look at that.
Yeah, thank you, by the way.
Are you missing? You're missing a flag, aren't you?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, sure.
Really sure.
Oh,
the Yorkshire pudding flag.
Oh, that one.
That's the one, mate. There you go. No, you're missing one.
Yeah, it's a Yorkshire flag.
Yeah, it is. Oh, get it put up. Go on.
No.
Put it up.
No.
Do it.
Just going to have something to eat.
Burn it.
Fuck it. Don't you dare burn it.
Oh, Charlotte, are you doing? No, I am. Something has happened, yeah. And yeah, it's put me off a bit. So I've not been match fit for a live. I'm not tonight, but I just, you know, owe it to people. So it won't be a long one, but thank you. Hiya, Michael. Michael? What do you mean, big up Yorkshire? Michael, come on. Behave.
Good lad.
No, I'm proud of Yorkshire as well, because of what Yorkshire's given to me. My favourite sport, the landscape, the friends. So it doesn't matter either side at Pennines, but you know, it's all beautiful, and I've got great friends, and that. But yeah, Yorkshire's done a lot for me, so
So put the
you
flag
can't
on.
knock it, can you?
Fucking lousy bastard.
What?
You won't choke you twat. Get that flag put up.
Oh, thanks, DJ, and thanks to everyone else as well. I didn't expect this many people, and even though it's not a lot, but it's a nice amount of people. Thanks for filling the room. It means a lot to me. It really does. It does a lot. So, it's all good. I know. I don't know about Leeds though, Michael. I mean,
Draw the line at Leeds.
Yorkshire, brilliant, but Leeds, not sure.
I'm on outskirts of Leeds, mate. I only share.
I do an incredible amount of trade with Yorkshire, West Yorkshire.
Yeah. Well,
Beautiful place.
What sort of trade?
Give me a thought,
I
yeah.
sort of retail sports equipment.
All right.
Yeah, and a lot of it goes up to Yorkshire. I don't know particularly why, and specifically West Yorkshire. I don't really know Yorkshire that well. I have been up there, but is West Yorkshire a bigger side of it or something? Or
The largest
seems to be
county
West
in
Yorkshire.
England.
Yeah, West
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. Yeah, West Yorkshire's biggest part of Yorkshire. For Leeds, that's what Leeds covers under. Then you've got East Leeds, West Leeds, etc. Yeah, West Yorkshire's quite a few towns and villages and cities comes under that.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I mean, how I mean, I'm from Southend, of course, and I couldn't be any further east. But and then you've got the North Sea. Well, why is it called the North Sea? Because the Europeans call it the German Sea. So why do we call it the North Sea if it's on the east?
Because it comes from the north, it flows
Yeah,
from the
but
north.
it's still in the north as well.
Right, it's in the north. Right, okay, so where's the
Do
east
they mean
sea or the
northern
south
hemisphere,
sea?
do you think, maybe? They've shortened it to the north, south hemisphere, maybe. Don't know.
Well, where's the east and the west sea sort of thing?
How come we've got Greenwich Mean Time and that's the centre of the clock? How come
Because I do know this. I should know this. I've been there.
man-made time?
But it was basically, there was an individual behind it. Somebody will probably tell us.
The moon's
I've actually
got to-
been to that.
Yeah.
Meridian line thing. There's a lot of countries that don't like it.
Yeah, it's called North Sea. It's called the North Sea because it flows from the north. There you go.
Well, it's north in relation to the Europe, but it's not north in relation to us. But
No, it's
There we
because
go.
How do we know what north is?
it flows from the north.
How do we know anything what they're fucking telling us? You know what I mean? They give us left, right, up, down, you know. How the
What?
fuck do we know?
Why do we call it English Channel when it separates England and France?
And at the end of the day, to be honest, mate, who cares what they call it? We just know what it is.
It's a bit,
I don't know where I am, and I don't mean that like I'm off my head. Where am I? It's like I don't know where I am, what I'm on, or anything like that. I just know what I get told, and a lot of it doesn't add up. And my intuition, my natural self says there's something not right about that, what I've just been told, because I feel it. And that's it with most people. They've had their feelings taken out of them. And most of that has been their choice. They've just had something laid in front of them, and it's their choice to believe in what they want to be told or believe in. So, and then they get that feeling, but it's like, no, it's probably easier and better if I do it that way. And also, you know, if I join the majority, you know, no one will cast me out. No one will think anything different of me. So they've done a right fucking job on us. Can I just say hello to Charlie? Hello. Hiya. How are you doing, Cocker? Did you like that? Charlotte's there, guys. Anyone else news coming as well? Thanks for
Looking
coming
for
in.
Russia, Tony.
Thank you. Great bunch always. Great bunch. Why do our cars have to be roadworthy, but the roads are not car-worthy? You know what? Well said. Well said. People's money.
There's some interesting bits there from Carol about the Europeans call the English Channel the Canal La Manche, and Russia have banned the BBC. Tony, excellent.
Good for them, actually.
Lucky them. That's what I said.
I wish we could all ban the BBC.
God, all right.
British broadcasting cunts, but yeah. Propagandist, yeah. I mean, you're either awake or you're not these days, guys. If you're not, you're fucked. If you are, you are.
I'm just laughing at Tony's comment, his last one. I quite like that. 10:23.
Read a sign in the shop window. Let's put it up. I'd rather have 1,000 dinghy diver customers than one British soldier in my shop. Fucking funeral directors crack me up.
Yeah, well, I have to agree.
Lunella, are you, my beautiful youngest daughter, are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Didn't think you would, but are you doing? What do I think about climate, sweetheart? I think all the going-ons with the Greta thing and all that bullshit, for me, nothing's changed at all. Nothing. I just think they're making money out of it, and it's just an extra fear factor. And it's also, God, if I don't put a few quid in, we're all going to die. It's just the same. It's just a different subject, different thing, just like cancer is, just like the other things, what they bring in, what they've created for us in order for us to be controlled and in fear. That's how I see it. I'm sorry, but that's how I see it. There are also joys in life as well, of course, because you can't have one thing without the other, and that's a natural law.
Yes, karma. Everything that happens will happen for a good, and eventually.
Yeah, climate change. I mean, what's bothering you? The sea levels? No. You have you been there? Sure.
Climate change is out of our control.
No, it doesn't. It goes like that. Just like the weather does. Oh, it's gone down if you overlook. No, really? Who's told you that? Well, the government now. Well,
hang on. If you look,
see it for myself with my own eyes, that's what I'll do. Then I'll believe you.
Yeah, you know the ice poles they take out. They take out samples of ice, don't they, from the up in the Arctic and that. Yeah, and if you look at those, climate change is something that happens almost, sort of, it's very predictable. As it goes, if you go back over sort of tens of thousands of years, it's quite predictable that, for one, it gets hotter and colder, and two, the poles switch.
I've not seen hardly any change, mate. But they're making it out as if it's like strong. For me, there's been no change. There might have been a subtle change, but who knows what that change is about? I mean, for me, it has.
Well, come on, Dino. We've had that dry spell.
I still see autumn, winter, spring, and summer. I don't, I don't see where's all these disasters then. I mean, they're showing more about war. They think if they're more concerned about humanity and climate change if we don't sort that out, we're all fucked. Well, why would you go to war with anyone then? Shouldn't that be the main priority?
Exactly.
So is it not just another business?
Yes, it is. Well,
I feel all right. I'm not scared of climate change. Do you know why? Because I don't see any.
Well, it is happening.
I don't. Well, is it?
Well, what about the heat spell that we had, the dry spell?
Well, we had that we've had record days of heat 1976, but they never mentioned climate change then, did they?
No.
You get these odd years, these odd periods of time, and God knows what time is. But I think you'll always get an odd period because you can't have one thing without the other. So if things are flowing nicely, weather-wise, sometimes, I'm not talking about thunder and lightning, you're going to get a change in the climate, I suppose. But
here's something for you.
It knows what it's doing. It knows what it's doing. It's man what's fucking changing it. Man.
Well, I'm not sure. Because I think it's been happening a lot over the last, sort of the millions of years, sort of thing. Yeah. But mushrooms.
So
someone was talking
chemicals.
Yeah, but someone was talking about mushrooms and fungi, right? And the global warming, the thing that's happening, is now it's at a certain temperature. Like mushrooms and fungi can live in a certain temperature, which is now getting close to that is inside us. That they can live at 34 degrees, whatever it is inside the human body. And if that's the case, then we are in big trouble, because once that stuff gets inside you and starts growing, I mean, a lot of cold-blooded animals suffered from it, where they take in the spores of the fungi, and it kills them, from inside, sort of thing. So that's something that could happen with. It could happen. It hasn't happened. I'm not saying it has, but it's sort of like one of the things that because mushrooms, but fungi has basically set us up for life, because that's where most of the soil has come from. It's a fascinating thing, fungi.
Yeah, it's indestructible, really.
I mean, it is, and it's neither.
When a tree dies and falls, you're always going to get new life coming out of that tree, even though it's dead.
Yeah, but they're finding that the fungi are actually facilitating the growth in the roots of the plants, trees and stuff like that. They're actually working in tandem. The trees wouldn't grow without them.
That's really interesting. That
is. It is. They are amazing. They are amazing.
I did hear that there's a certain type of fungi which it's more underground than above ground. So you see,
that's correct.
You see it, but the network, this like spider's web, but more complicated structure.
They are the biggest life form
for miles and miles and miles.
Yeah, they're the biggest. That's correct. They're the biggest life form on the planet. It's not the blue whale. It's fungi.
Well, they've always said, is it plant or animal?
It's neither. It's neither plant or animal.
Can't make the minds up. Listen, brilliant stuff, Enlighten. Thanks for your company tonight. Superb. You've got loads of respect from them guys in the chat who are always brilliant. I've got Steph back. I've also got Carol, so I just need to make double sure. That's all. I know it's you.
Yeah.
Go away, Steph. I mean, stay there, but take that bloody face off the screen. So let me. Carol.
Yep, that's me.
I know it is. I can tell. Steph. Little shit. That's you, isn't it?
Flag.
Right, okay.
Yes, my flag.
Steph's back, and my new regular guest now is Carol. So, here we. Oh shit! What have I done?
Pleasure
Right,
to be on the
there
show.
we go. There. Hello. Oh,
Evening.
Steph, come on then. What's that about?
Evening, Carol, evening, Steph.
Yeah, hello,
My
mate.
flag.
Your flag.
Thank you, James.
Yeah.
Is that
It's the
is
flag
that
of Suffolk.
Stephology?
Looks like a Scottish, modified Scottish flag.
It's a flag of
I've
what I just said
Seen-
2 seconds ago, which I've forgotten. Suffolk.
Suffolk. Say where you're from then.
So fuck you as well. I mean,
Suffolk.
oh right.
Is that where you're from, Steph?
I love it when people.
I
don't
believe
get me.
so. Not sure.
Yes. It's a nice county, Suffolk.
I'm just nipping off for a minute. Leave you to it,
Sometimes I
guys.
go to work there. Got a couple
Thank
of
you,
times. Mainly Sudbury. Nice place.
Never been.
Sudbury? Never been Sudbury? It's alright.
Good night, Luna. Take care, love.
Terrible.
East Anglia, innit? It's a nice area. So, what's happening?
I noticed fuel's coming down a lot.
Yeah, I've noticed that when I was buying my 99 octane the other day. It's £1.75 now, isn't it? My
I don't
V
know.
Power.
No, don't know. I know I paid
Yeah.
150. What 158 today? 158.9.
That's the regular one, isn't it? The E10 shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fucking put that shit in my car.
Well, I'm
I
not
fucking
putting
put the 99 Ron.
I'm not putting the E5 in, mate.
Sorry?
I ain't putting the E5 in.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't put that E10 shit. Fucking. My mum's car's breaking down because of that fuel. Ever since that got introduced, her car's had nothing but problems with it.
Yeah, certain cars can't run on it. I don't mind us.
I've told her, look, you just put the other fuel in. And she said, oh, yeah, it's been better now. It's a lot better. It's not misfiring. I was like, yeah, because, you got so much ethanol in that fucking fuel. Because they say it's 10%, but that's bollocks.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. My run's all right on it.
It's bad stuff for your car.
What's the
Looks
fuel
alright.
they say? That's illegal for. You're not supposed to put it in your car. It's only meant for like work vehicle. Then they call
What's
it
that,
red
sorry?
fuel.
Oh, red diesel. Yeah, red
diesel.
diesel. Well, that's a lot of shite, isn't it?
Yeah, red
it's only for
diesel.
the farmers, but you can run any diesel car on that as well. But if the police catches you, they will take the car and crush it.
You get fucked for it.
You will. It's not worth it. Trust me. It's.
That's what I do.
Well, your car better not be worth a lot of money then.
What would you drive? Do you drive this?
No, I
stuff?
crush the cars.
Oh, right.
No, I'm the one crushing.
That's a good. That's a good one. I understood that one.
Yeah, Steph, you don't know I can get a windscreen, do you?
I drive the big machine that with the.
Nah, I wouldn't know where to get a windscreen. Nah, I haven't. I'll tell you what, these windscreens are a lot of shite, aren't they? They're so weak now. Any little stunt trip will just absolutely shatter it.
No, someone smashed it. I was on an audit. And when I came back to my car, somebody had smashed my window. Me
Probably
dear.
some fucking security guard that got the ump with you, eh?
Yeah, well, it was a lorry driver, I think. Yeah, but because they sort of taken over this area, and I'd parked in it. One of them smashed me back window.
Yeah, very nice.
Was it
Aye.
a foreign lorry driver? Or was it an English? What do you suspect?
The foreign, it was a foreign one who was parked behind, but it was an English one working for Asda who was parked in front, and his the way he was acting was suspicious. But I don't know who did it. The bottom line, as you say, it could have been one of the security guards.
Twats.
They're fucking twats and all. I was in my shopping centre. It was in the shopping centre today,
Not all
and
of them.
literally there's two of them walking past me, and they want you to like get out the ways, and I literally nearly bumped into one, and he sort of looked at me like, "You fucking what, mate?" And I'm like, "Here, go on then." They think they're hard and everything, don't they? They think they're so hard. Some of them, they walk around,
They're a
they're
bag of shit.
bowling. You know what I mean? They're bowling like gangsters. You know, with their
Bag of shit they are. I'd
blue
like.
badges on their arms, and I
in-
think to myself, "You fucking
Honestly.
twat."
I've never given to one of them fuckers. The good ones, yeah, but if you, I don't want to promote myself really, but if you watch,
And they
back
also,
at some of
have you
my
noticed
videos,
as well with them when they approach you and they want to talk to you, they put their hands on their chest. They like put them, you know, they have these boiler suits, I call them boiler vests, yeah, and they like sort of put their hands inside them, like in their chest, like. Right, I think, yeah,
like a
that's,
copper does.
that's it. And I think to myself,
Hey, look, I've got my body. Hey, look at me. Look at all my equipment.
that's it.
Fucking hell, no,
Exactly
fuck
what you just
me,
did there,
man.
Zena. And I think to myself, oh God,
Big boy vest.
that's when you know he's a jumped up good, isn't he?
I love it.
They
mate.
do that,
I
yeah. They
thrive
stop
on them.
groping yourself.
And they also get in your face as well, don't they? They keep trying to get in your face, and I think to myself, go away.
There's some absolute guys. Anyone who's come in, I normally try and say hello to everyone, but I know a few people have come in, and thanks very much for doing that and for your comments as well. Superb stuff.
Talking about the oldest, has anyone seen the AB's new video today?
Whose video?
No, go on.
No,
Oh, it's brilliant.
Whose video?
Sorry,
Whose video?
Eddie, can you say that again, buddy?
Sorry.
whose video? Who you
AB's,
talking about?
AB's, Older Team Britain.
AB's. Yo.
Oh, yeah.
What happened?
He was recording this so-called police station that claimed to be a construction company. I thought to myself, Jesus Christ. And then some copper walked up to him and she's like, I know you can record, but under Section 43 of Terrorism Act, I'm going to detain you.
Oh, Christ.
I
Not
thought,
that old one again.
Jesus Christ.
You see what I mean, Dino? You see what I mean? That they have changed. There's been a change in the police's interaction with auditors, and it's not going to get any better, I don't think.
No, and Section
No.
43's got to be taken off them. They really got to take that off.
Well, they need something, don't they? Because there are terrorists out there. But the thing is,
I am
Like-
British. Sorry, couldn't help it.
It's been abused. It's been used in the wrong way, you know.
Yeah. Well, if they follow Section 43 to the letter, then they'll realise that it's not an adequate thing to put forward to somebody photographing. That's how fucking stupid they are.
It's like the Section 163 Road Traffic Act. That's another one that's going to be taken off them as well.
No. That's fine, mate. That's fine.
They keep pulling, like, you know, it depends on the copper, innit? Some of them just pull you over because they don't like you, you know, because they know you, they don't like you, and they'll just use that as a sort of excuse to pull you over, you know. I mean, yeah, they should use it, but they just abuse it, you know what I mean?
Well, no, a copper can pull you over regardless if there's an issue or not, and they'll pull you over on the 163. That's the only law that they can pull you over on. Right?
Yeah.
And that's it. But when they start asking for details, when they pulled you under 163, you can tell them to fuck right off because they're not using right legislation.
Nah, see, you can't, Eddie. Once they initialize 163, they can obtain your information
Not under 163, they can't.
because they pulled you over.
No, they can't. Not under 163, mate. Believe me.
I think Kohlberg's got arrested because he refused to provide his details under 163.
Exactly.
And then it turns out that he should have.
No, you shouldn't. You go back, you go read it, you research it.
Yeah, I
163,
need to look it up again, but yeah, it just really
Once-
pisses me off.
163 gives them the power to stop you, and that is it. So to get your details, they can use 164 or 165. And if they don't quote them, then you do not have to give your details. You do not have to get out of the car. You do not have to remove your keys. You do not have to sit in
Yeah,
back
you
of
say
their
that,
chair.
but
Your
then
details.
look at all the videos that you see on YouTube with police pulling people over and then smashing the windows because they refuse to put the windows down further.
It depends what they've stopped you for. If they think that you're running drugs or whatever, then yeah, I can see that side of things. But if it's a routine traffic stop, i.e., you're speeding, you've got a tail light out, whatever, right? You don't have to get out of your car to go sit in the back of their car while they talk to you. You can sit in your own car. You're under no legal requirement to go sit in their car. None whatsoever.
That's right, that mate. He's right. Because like biker helps me out with law and that as well. So he's right.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, it's right. You don't have to give your details.
I've been stopped many a
Yeah,
time.
they'll try it on, obviously, but yeah, but fair enough. There's a conversation where we found out more information with each other, so this is great. So it should be, without any.
What about
fault.
DVSA? Those Volsa goons. I've actually never been stopped by one, but I know a couple of my colleagues have because we all drive vans. They're quite petty bastards. That Volsa. Do we have to stop for them?
Yeah. If you're carrying a load, yeah, because your class is a goods vehicle.
Okay.
So yeah, they can stop you. They can check your weight, make sure that van's
Cheers,
not overweight. They can just check you like an HGV, mate.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's same as if
Michael,
you're towing a
glasses
car.
off.
So okay, so they pull you over, right? But do you have to give them your details?
If it's a company vehicle, then we've got all the details
Michael.
from that.
That's you. Take your glasses off, please.
So you have to give them all the details.
Of the
Thank
company
you,
vehicle,
Michael. Thank you. I'll see you in a couple of secs.
What, the details of the company, not about you though?
No, you don't have to give your details up to them. So it's a company vehicle that you're driving.
Okay.
And it belongs to that company. Yeah, you're liable for that if that vehicle is defective in any way, but they go through the company and not you. So they've got the registration of that vehicle, and if it's illegal in any way, shape, or form, they'll get in touch with the company you work for and say, right, I've got this, and you're the driver of it. You're responsible to make sure it's road safe before you take it out. But ultimately, they're responsible for the condition of that vehicle before it's taken out.
Yes, right. Thanks, Trevor, for what you do with the links and all that. Don't forget Trevor Random's channel, guys. They're always short videos, but when you watch them, you've got to understand what he's saying in them videos. If you watch it, you'll get it. Hopefully you'll get it, what Trevor's saying in them videos. And I respect Trevor a lot, and I get what Trevor's doing. That's why I shared one of his videos a couple of weeks ago. That was a great one, that. They're all good, Trevor. They'll get you, mate. I do. James, thanks for your work. Really appreciate it. Guess who's coming on? You won't guess.
Well, why else is to guess then?
There he is.
David, eh?
I had to wait till he brought his ugly mug back.
Oh, hi, Dana.
Hello! Where have you
Hi, long
been?
time no see. Well, I think I meant to come on quite a while ago, but I thought...
know, but you've always been doing the comments. You've always stuck around, but I've not
I
seen you on the panel for a while.
thought, can I not too busy tonight? That's why I thought and make an appearance. So
It's about bloody time, you know.
I was
Anyway.
watching my clock myself. So
How
Hey,
are
Michael,
you?
Michael, congratulations on your video, because I saw that you got something like 40 or 50,000 for your video.
well, it's my art video actually. I got about 400. I did that yesterday. So
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. I've come on your live before, if you remember.
is that a lighted audit at
It
all?
is me, mate. How you doing? All right.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I
I'm
love
good,
this guy.
thanks.
I love his
So,
voice.
There's Michael's
Yeah.
channel link, guys.
Yeah.
There it
yeah,
is.
I've seen you quite a few times actually. So your videos are pretty good actually. So
And to you too, sir. Brilliant. I love his
yeah,
voice.
about on 312. So I'm not really far from 400 actually. So
I'll tell you what, mate. Every time I hear you, you make me smile. That's. Thank you for that. That's brilliant.
well, cheers for that. Well, my channel's come quite a long way actually, because I started with about 80, and then the last
Has
couple of
anyone
weeks
ever
it's been
seen a
mental.
smile
So
from that?
Congratulations.
well,
Yeah.
cheers for that. Cause like when I did a live, I had about 20 likes actually, and it's been a bit mental the last couple of days. So
Good on you, Michael.
well, cheers for that, dude. I feel like my channel's hit a landmark anyway. So
Hey, Michael, remember that night?
oh yeah. Yeah, I
Fireworks.
remember that actually. It was a snowy
August
one
9th,
too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's quite good, really. So,
yeah.
Good night,
Yeah.
everyone. Take care.
I felt like my confidence grew, and I think I'm definitely going places with my channel anyway. So, and
Good on
I'm,
you,
and
Mike.
Michael, can you
I-
turn your mic down a bit, mate?
yeah, I can turn my mic down. Is that more better for you? I do so.
A bit more, mate, if you don't mind.
Nothing wrong with it, really.
Is that more better for you? I do so.
Yeah, that's fine, mate.
That sounds a lot better, does that?
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I did actually did an audit with Midland Audits a couple of weeks ago, so that was quite good as well. So
That would really freak the police out.
Michael, you well loved, mate, on YouTube.
Yeah, right. You
within
are.
a certain
yeah, I've got some good supporters I have anyway. So
Just thanks for being around for people and making them smile.
oh
mate,
yeah, I
'cause that's-
appreciate it at the end of the day, and that with you, Biker Eddie, and that. And now you got my back at the end of the day anyway. So.
Yeah.
So I,
No worries.
I appreciate it anyway. So
Michael,
and obviously-
you're worse than me. You're actually worse than me when it comes to talking.
yeah,
It means you won't shut
Well-
up. I need to shut you up just for 20 seconds.
yeah. I'll
Then you
shut
can
my
carry
gun for 20 seconds.
I need to say goodnight to Yvonne. Yvonne, my number one. Good night to you as well, Yvonne. Rest well and have a great weekend. Give my love to Paul as well. And just thanks for everything you do, and just thanks for being there. It means a lot, and I know you know. So,
Good night,
say
Yvonne.
goodnight as well. So thank you so much, Yvonne, for everything. So right, carry on, James. Michael.
yeah,
Sorry,
well,
I
like I say, I appreciate all your support, and I like it all this, and obviously, Biker Eddie, and that. So
Well, you're living proof. You're living proof that God loves a trier.
yeah, that's true. Well, at the end of the day, I've been sensible. Can I try and have a break from YouTube? But I'm trying to stay away from the drama as well. So that's been quite a lot of drama on YouTube, actually. So
I think we do it better this way, myself.
Oh, I'm going to be a twat here, Michael. Turn your mic down some more, mate.
oh, no problem. to be honest, I think 'cause I've not been on here for a long while, that's why I'm
Michael,
probably carried away from the
Turn it down about 50%.
Michael, just put your just put your volume down. And just keep going 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna try one. Should I come back in, do you think?
I just think you should just turn your volume down a bit, that's all.
Dino, you try it from your end.
Well, I've turned it down quite. If I turn it down anymore, you're not going to be able to hear me, are you?
So it must be her bloody voice then.
Do you know what?
Yeah, I think
I've
I
said
think
to
it's my
Michael before,
Nottingham vocal cords probably.
No, what it
remember-
is, you've got too much treble going on there. So if you can turn it down a bit, Michael, it's just
It's making
try
my
he's
fucking
perfect for you, isn't he?
Should I come back in again? Because I
Yeah,
can't.
you
If
can
I turn it,
try it that way then, Michael. Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
come.
No worries. Yeah, it's a bit. It's like, yeah, a bit too much treble.
I'm just going to mop the
Not
blood.
trouble, treble. Yeah. Good night, Yvonne, and thank you.
You could adjust this volume from your end, mate.
There's another new name every single week. New names. Thanks so much, guys. The word must be spreading. We're all right in here, you see. There's no trouble. If I wanted to cause trouble, you'd see 300 people in here, not 49. And I could do that if I wanted, but I've not got that big a ego to do that.
Dino, did you look at the private chat or the?
Oh yeah, they always. Back, Carol. How you doing? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'm all right, mate. Yeah.
I went off when you come on, and I've not said hello to you.
Oh,
I have
sorry.
now.
Fucking ignorant to it.
Yeah, not even worth a mention. Still keep trying, but fading away. Yeah, little dick.
Don't start with that one.
No, I
think Michael's mic is
Oh,
using his phone
Can he
mic.
go on?
He's
It
got
was
off
deafening a
his
bit,
phone.
Charlotte. Yeah. Yeah, it was. He'll come back in, I think. He's there now.
You can alter his mic as well, you know, from your end.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh,
If you click them 3 dots on his name, you can adjust his mic settings.
oh, I've never done this before.
Okay, stick with me, mate. I'll teach you.
Oh, it's all right. I'll teach you things as well.
Okay.
Echo cancellation. I've no echoes automatically. I've got all that on, so it's all straight. Like I made it that way in the first place. Because
Oh, that's the settings in his mic, not your settings. But you can reduce the volume of his mic.
yeah,
Probably doesn't know how to.
right. I'll try it again then.
He might have sorted it himself.
No, it doesn't work. Michael.
Is that more better? Is it? Can I
No,
turn down?
it's bloody worse. What are you playing at? What are you playing at?
I've turned it down most I can, and I've turned my YouTube off as well. So
It must be your voice then. That's the only deduction I can make.
yeah, I think it's probably is my Nottingham
Yeah,
vocal cords probably.
I'll tell you, try
Michael,
this. Try
Whereabouts?
this.
Where's your mic? Where have you got your mic positioned?
I'm actually out just a minute. Could I try?
Do me a favour, Michael. Do me a favour.
Might be more
Sit back.
quiet too.
Just
That's a
sit
bit.
back.
That's a bit.
To be
better.
fair, that is a lot better what you just did then,
Go
mate.
further away from the mic. Just put yourself further away, like that. No, try it.
That's what I'm gonna do.
No,
Actually, I'm gonna
no.
put.
No.
Yeah, bit further.
No,
you
if I
did
was
just
still
a
in a
minute
band,
ago
I'd be
was
very
brilliant.
angry now and walk out. There'd be no gig tonight.
Michael,
I've
where's your mic? Where's your mic right now? Is it?
I think his mic is right,
it's
but
fastened
he's.
to his chin.
I think it's that it's tangled around the wires.
Michael, is that your mic fastened to your chin?
I think
well,
it's the pin.
my mic is all right actually, so I don't.
Yeah, but is that your mic fastened to your chin?
What we
No,
tried to
it's
tell
my
you, mate, that
headphones.
it's too close to your mouth, and because it's so close to your mouth when you speak, it makes a very loud noise on our speakers. So what we're trying to tell you is to put it a little bit away from your mouth.
Show me
Try
where your
that
mic,
now, Michael.
Michael. Show me where your mic is. Where's your microphone?
My mic is. I'm pointing my phone far away, so I think it's.
Nah,
Right, just give me
it's
a
got
sec,
these
guys.
headphones.
Please just give me a couple of seconds. Michael, keep talking.
1, 2. Is that any better?
Keep talking.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Oh,
I'm putting
yes.
it back
That's it,
far
mate.
away from me
Right,
anyway.
you've got it. That's brilliant.
You've got it, Dave.
Right, thank you. I did that.
I'll keep it where it is anyway, then it makes you feel more better than too.
It's a
Still
very
your
sensitive
fault
mic,
there,
I must say.
Well, I don't. To be honest, I don't always go on certain lines, so
It
it
doesn't
just depends on the
matter.
phone, and so.
It's been no bother at all. Anyway, how are you doing, Michael? What have you been up to anyway?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I've been concentrating on my YouTube channel, doing my videos and traveling. I've done quite a lot over the last couple of months, so.
I like your jumper. Or is that a t-shirt? No, it's a jumper, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a jumper.
I like your
I got
jumper,
it
but
from-
I just don't like the colour.
I got it from Bridlington, actually, so.
I've been to Bridlington. It's a nice place.
Yes, Bridlington's quite
Just a
good,
pity it's in
actually,
bloody
because
Yorkshire, that's all.
it's plenty to do in Bridlington as well, so.
Yeah.
So I definitely recommend Bridlington, or Leeds I definitely recommend as well, so.
Tony, thanks. Thanks very much for coming in. Thanks for your brilliant jokes and humour and serious comments as well, because that's what it's about on here.
Yeah, see you later,
Tony. So thanks very much, Tony. Appreciate it. I'll see you next time, hopefully, and just join in the same. Brilliant. Thank you. Really appreciate it, mate. We all get the gist in here. If you don't, can do one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's about having a laugh in terms, so.
Yeah.
And if you can't have a laugh at all, you're on the wrong channel, aren't you? So.
Or we could do it, we could go around slagging everyone else on YouTube instead. Nah, we'll not do that.
So that's a thing, really. I'd rather try not to slag off anybody, really. I haven't got any time for it, really. So.
Exactly. So are all these other people who come in here.
You slagged me off, you defaced my flag.
What flag?
That one that you wiped your nose on and throw over your shoulder. That's on back of your sofa now.
What sofa?
That invisible one you fucking
I
sat
don't know
on.
any sofa.
Yeah, visible flag.
I don't know. That's the one. Get it hung up. Bastard. What a twat.
Would he own a Lancashire flag? Would he? No, he wouldn't. But he expects me to hold this Yorkshire flag up, which I won't do. Right? That's what he expects. Sorry, guys. I've been under the weather lately.
You fucking will be when I say.
Wahid's from Yorkshire as well. He's a Yorkshire lad. Wahid is.
Yeah, it's from Bradford.
I know. Thanks for sticking in there, mate, for all this time. I appreciate it.
Well, I'm just gonna grab my cup of
Best
tea
one's yours.
actually. So,
Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for cheering me up as well. You don't realise how much you've done that tonight. It means a lot, and you've helped me.
Yeah, we're a bit worried.
So
Matt.
I'm going to nip off for a minute, and I'm going to leave you with the other person who's on YouTube called Michael, who talks more than me.
yeah, I do like to gab quite a lot, don't
Yeah,
I?
we bloody know it as well, Michael. By the way, what's that around your neck?
It's my headphones.
Well, what's all this knotting stuff going on? It's like,
Oh,
have
it's
you-
my-
what kind of
it's
a
my
knot's
head-
that?
It's my headphones actually. So,
I never learnt that one in the Scouts. I mean, what do you call that knot?
yeah, I'm
Or
gonna
do you
the
not call
Nottingham
it anything at all?
Brownies. yeah, it's just the
Guys, give me
headphone.
2 minutes.
I'm not strangling myself. If that's what
Make
you
sure
mean.
you don't do that.
We don't want a YouTube strangling to do.
Oh gosh, the best smile on YouTube, and the only other person who can talk more than me. So I just give me a couple of minutes, guys.
He does. Dino, just before you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be off, so I'd love you and leave you. But yeah, thank
mate,
you very much
honestly,
for having me
thanks
on.
so much.
Yeah, thank
I
you
like
very
it.
much.
Listen,
See you
on here,
later,
no one will
Norton.
judge you. You can say what you want. If they do judge you, and if anyone's nasty with anyone, they're gone. So you say what you want, mate. If anyone disagrees, all my guys, they'll give you a polite answer back, and things like that. So it becomes a decent debate, and I think that's what you're up to, what you're up for. So I appreciate it, mate. So you're always welcome back on anytime.
Lovely, jubbly.
See you later, mate. You take care, fella.
Yeah, see you later, Norton.
I think what a nice guy, I think. So I'll see you.
Yeah.
Oh, Carol. Let me just make sure, to be honest.
Yeah, here's a nice
I know
chat
he's fucking
room.
Carol.
Yeah,
Carol.
it's me.
Oh,
I
thank
pressed
you.
the wrong button.
I just know he's been lurking about.
Think about StreamYard on a mobile phone. You press the wrong button and it kicks you out.
No worries, mate. No worries, Carol. Carol.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Carol's back. I'll leave you to it. So, see you in a minute or two.
Yeah, going back to your road traffic thing there, Carol. I got stopped many a time on bike, and somewhat bullshit that they used to come out with, and it does pay to learn. When they first started stopping me, I just complied with whatever they said, and I realised that what they were doing weren't correct. Looked it up, read it, I went, learned it, and then quoted it. And the fucked when they quote it. Honest to God. When they ask you for your details under 163, mate, refuse. Ask them to come up with a proper one. Quote the correct section. There you go.
Yeah, I want to give them as little amount of information as possible. I don't even want to engage, to be fair. I've never been pulled over, thank God, but I'll be watching on YouTube and, they seem to abuse a lot of the powers.
Yeah, because people don't realise, when they pull them up, and if you look at these Channel 5 things, these intersectors and whatever.
What a lot of shit they are. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've watched a couple of episodes.
First thing they do, they walk over to a car and say, would you like to join me at the back of my car? And they get out of the car and do it. They don't even say why they've been stopped. They don't quote 163. And then they just go on, right, have you got your licence on you? Well, that's irrelevant. Not if they stopped you under 163. But to see your licence, quote the relevant section, 165.
Yeah. And a lot of them they don't even give their colour number. A lot of them don't.
No, they don't. I've watched a lot of audit videos. They don't introduce themselves. Hello, I'm PC1234 from this police station.
I watched the one where plod or not to plod, and he was just joking. The police officer was joking, and just thought it was a laugh all the time. So
Yeah, I like the way that they tip the shoulder. It's there,
Yeah,
can't you see it? It's because they can't fucking remember the number.
and half of them don't even announce when the body cams on either. So
Yeah.
what if a
that's true.
person's blind or hasn't got good vision? They should really announce the body cameras on, shouldn't they? So
Well, it's
Well,
against GDPR, isn't it? If they don't announce it.
yeah, exactly. So
Well, let's be honest, Michael. I mean, how many auditors are going to go out there with a camera if they're blind? The camera's going to be no good to them, is it? Let's be honest.
yeah, exactly. But I think as well, if somebody's got a disability,
Ron,
the
No,
police
you're right.
officer
You're right.
should
You are right,
say,
Mike.
shouldn't they?
Ronald, how you doing, Ronald? My fellow person who lives in the same town as me. Ron Crossland always comes in. Thank you, mate. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, I wish
Yeah,
some
yeah.
auditors, instead of asking them if the body cam's on, I wish they'd ask them if the chief inspector has given permission to film covertly.
Yeah, exactly. But what annoys me is they don't even announce when the body camera's on, and the auditor's always having to ask what the calling number is on them. So there should be the police officer's job really. So
But let's be honest, either they are that stupid and they don't know what an audit is, or they know they've been audited, but they just do it on purpose to wind the auditors
yeah,
up. You know?
exactly.
I think it goes both ways in some respects, but I think that from what I've seen, some of these police that come out, they're absolutely clueless. They come out and they know they've got section 43, and that's what they're going to eventually use after they've talked bollocks.
You're right.
And that's
Yeah,
spot on.
exactly.
Well, some of them
Spot
use
on.
the wrong one, don't they? They use
I'll
full-
never forget that day, Bexley Heath. I was with Plod, right? He's for me the best in the world, and no one's proved me wrong on that. And I've said it many times, but prove me wrong still. He's the best in the world. He's still a pain in the ass. But
I watched
yes.
the video. I forget who was it one out, and two coppers come out, and as they're coming out, they're putting the blue gloves on straight away. And one grabbed on of him, other one says, "I'm arresting you under Terrorism Act, Section 23."
Yeah.
And the guy let him do it. Searched him
Unbelievable.
under Section 23 of the Terrorism Act. He let him do it.
They haven't got a clue.
And here's the thing,
Like you just said,
that
they haven't got
there
a
is
clue.
no such
They
thing.
came out to me. They detained me under 43, but one of them said to the other, "Is it section 43 or 44?" He had to ask his colleague what section they were detaining me under after they'd just detained me. Fucking unreal, man.
Yeah, it's not
This is
good.
this is it, man. They don't care. They're just power
they
freaks.
just want to sit in a police station and eat donuts all day, don't they? That's what they do in America.
It's going to get worse as well, you see. That's why auditing should carry on.
100%.
You know, and I'm not an auditor. There's brilliant auditors out there, you know. But yeah, I hope they carry on as long as possible, you know. Stay strong and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I think
it's
they
all
should
going
carry
wrong.
on auditing at the end of the day, because get the message across that what we're doing is illegal. So
It does work, Michael. It's just not working enough. There's
yeah,
not enough
exactly.
people doing it. Anyone can do it. It's whether you've got the balls or not. For me, that's what it's about. Once you've done your first one, whether it's security or police or whatever, or an idiot on the street, and you have to confront a situation like that. If you've got the balls, you'll film it. You'll keep filming it. A lot of people turn the camera off, too scared. They put the phone in the pocket.
Yeah,
or
but
whatever.
I've had that before. Somebody looking at me thinking, I was a weirdo, but when I filmed the Nottingham Police car, they never said anything to me, so it does work really if you got the confidence into, so.
Yeah. And it's nervous, and it's like the adrenaline rush. People call it that, but
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, I do
fighting
agree
off.
with you actually, because when I did my first audit, I thought, am I going to get hassled or bullied
If you
at
really
all?
mean what you're in it for, if you really mean it, and you're genuine, and you're in it for the cause, and you try and stand up for people who might not be able to do it and things like that, then you know that's quite a job. So if you
Yeah,
mean
that,
it, you'll
yeah,
do it.
exactly.
So it's how you perform, and
I mean,
you never know what's going to happen because you don't have one of these. You know, all right, I'll say this now. You've got to do it in that moment. You don't know what you're going to expect. Well, you do kind of once you get used to it. But once you've got that first one over with, I wouldn't say it becomes easier. It's just like Michael's just said, your confidence will start growing and things like that. If you're in it for the cause, you mean it, it'll come across that way as well.
Yeah,
And you can
exactly.
see the difference between them who do it that way and them who don't do it that way, and they do it for a different cause.
Yeah,
Maybe
you got to have that,
they
the
do believe in
confidence,
it,
and yeah.
but they do it that way for other reasons. Where I'm not that concerned about view. Well, you know, views do help when you're a channel content creator, and that, of course, they help. But I don't cause a situation or antagonize to get the views, like a lot of people do. I'm just being myself when I do videos or live streams. What you see is what you get. Shirley, thank you very much. Thank you.
I mean, when you look at all these coppers that pull under Section 43,
Charlotte, thanks for coming in, and good night. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you.
see, let's Charlotte, when you look at all these coppers that quote Section 43, right, what reasonable suspicion have they got that photographer is a terrorist? And they can stop you and search you under 43 if they've got reasonable suspicion to find anything which may constitute that you are.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. If they suspect that you were a terrorist, they wouldn't fucking approach you and give you Section 43. They will shit themselves and call it the specialists.
Let's go. If you're a terrorist, right? I mean, we all know terrorists bombing bags, fucking bomb vests, and everything else. So if they think you are a terrorist, are they going to walk up to you, not knowing that you may have a vest on that's fucking laden with explosives, right? Because what else is a terrorist going to do?
They can only detain you in that protocol on that section of the law. Oh, Eamon, thank you.
Well, one of the audits I watched, they did
they
a guy.
That. It's when they've run out of things because you're doing something legal and they don't like it. It's like they're always going to try and find something on you. So, like, normally it's like a public order offence. So, if you argue back with them and you step out of line, they're going to pull that on you. But there's certain rules about that as well. So, they could be out of order about that as well, which they are a lot of the time. They're always trying to pull you on something. The more you push a situation, the more you give them. So they always try and find something on you. You know what I mean? And they will unlawfully. And that's where all these people are putting complaints in and things like that, and rightfully so, because they shouldn't be doing that. They should be well prepared, well trained, and the knowledge they're given during the training and things like that is You need to be able to withstand all this abuse, if you can use that word, this level of, or comeback or whatever. They have to put up with that unless it goes too far, So some people can push the limit, but they still have to withstand that. If it goes too far, fair enough. But yeah, because it goes too far and they're outdone, like a lot of auditors do, they can absolutely outdo the cops. They come out with that and they go, no. I mean, take Plod, for instance, he will push them for a reason. He's standing up for people's rights and he'll push them. And he's never broken the law. Every audit he's done, he's testing them fuckers out. And someone should, in fact, there should be someone like that when police do refresher training, who does that and tests them out during training. Because when they go out there and you come across someone like that, you're going to have to deal with that. So, but it's a personal thing. It's what they think. It's like a power thing. I'm in charge, Well, you're not. The public are in charge. And I think the police forget that. I think the public...
what you say, we're paid for their wages at the end of the day,
It's not just that, Michael. The founder of the Metropolitan Police, Sir Robert Peel, there's a quote, he made it clear from the beginning, and it's there for all to see. The police are the public, and the public are the police. And that was Robert Peel, the founder.
But that was back in the day, innit? Not anymore.
Now look what it's done. It's gone the other way around.
Yeah, of course it is. It's all down to the fucking training that they get, mate.
Fooled.
I know first.
But that was back then. We're talking earlier. We're talking over 100 years ago then. So now it's all changed, just like weaponry's changed and the equipment, what they've got now, and the it's all changed. So Robert Peel will be turning in his grave right now.
Well, Bastard Radio, he said he made a good comment about them. Their uniform is like they're a militia, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with them. So
I mean, early doors.
Got a uniform and that. They think they got the power.
One thing that pisses me off the most about the uniform is that British flag with the blue line.
Amazing.
It's
sorry.
Well, I think you mean the gang sign, don't you? A lot of people have said that, don't they?
Well, technically speaking, they shouldn't be having that. It's not part of the uniform.
No, but they're allowed to wear certain things on the uniform with permission.
So the rules have changed. In other
so
words,
soon you're going to be seeing them wearing LGBT flags.
They have to fit in with, you've got to fit in with the status quo.
Well, I've already seen in my area a couple of those rainbow cars, and every time one goes past, we all laugh.
It's to be honest, it's a joke.
It's pathetic. It really is.
But they get told, but they're too stupid to say, no, I'm sorry, no, I'm quitting my job because I'm not having that. I don't believe in that. And even if they don't believe in it, they still do the job.
The thing is, though, I think a lot of them did
not
quit
being
their
honest
jobs,
with themselves.
But look at the replacements that have come in, and look at the campaigns that they're pushing out.
Well, I know for a fact. I know for a fact that the training they get is 18 weeks, and then they're put out with a mentor who's been in the job for a few years longer than they have, obviously.
Well, back in the day, they used to have to, if you wanted to become a police officer, you used to have to go to a police academy, isn't it, for like a few years and past that.
Well, you
It's gone,
still
isn't
you still do, but it's not for that duration.
It's a crash course
Yeah, I
now,
was
isn't
going to
it?
say it was properly done, just like the army. And I don't know about the army these days. When I was in, it was oh God, how long was it? I think it was 8 months before I passed out. It's what they call it, passing out.
Yeah, it was six
trained.
Yeah.
6
8
months.
months, you know, and it was solid. It was like automatic. Whatever I had to do, it was like robotic, automatic. So, but these days it's not, is it? With them,
Yeah, it varies now. I mean,
different
my
rules,
son did
yeah.
6 months.
Same with security. I mean, I think they get about 4 weeks training. It's like even that guy I come across last time. You see state of him. You know, it's pathetic. It really is these days. They don't care about us anymore, whereas police in the past did. Where
You
you
know-
got the clip around the ear roll,
Yeah,
get yourself
that
home.
alone.
These days, it's like, fucking hell, what are you doing now? Are you a terrorist? No, I'm just having a walk. I'm just doing
So-
this. All I'm doing is just filming a bit. You know, everyone's got a camera. I mean, what do you want me to do? Not use a camera? I mean, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah, and they
You're a
always
fucking
say,
terrorist. That's what you're doing wrong.
what are you doing, don't they? And then, what does it look like I'm doing? I'm taking a video.
They've
or
been ordered to
photo."
do that because I've been to so many places and they all said the same thing. So it's like in the training room, whatever, this is what you need to do, right? Keep mentioning the Terrorism Act. Keep mentioning the Terrorism Act. For years now, it's been terrorism, terrorism, terrorism. Every false war, every, illusion you've been given about terrorism. Where is it? I don't fucking see it anywhere. It's on news and all that shit, but only in small doses.
Well,
So it's all about terrorism. Who's the terrorists?
it was
Yeah, I
the
agree
terrorism.
there. I don't think.
Then it
Like
was
you
the
said, I
COVID.
think
It's more
And now it's the
fear.
climate
The
change.
more people wake up, and that as soon as they start realizing people are waking up, they put a new fear into it. For me, terrorism, and everyone goes, "Oh my god, yeah, terrorism." I'll put my
Yeah.
lead shelter up.
Yeah, they
But there's
do
nothing
that,
going
don't
on.
they? They try
like
and
that.
put the fright on you, don't they? So,
Then it was the COVID. Then it was the climate change, and now it's the war.
Yeah. All fear, control, money.
The Russian war. You know,
Yeah.
that's affecting the economy.
And if you go back to your COVID, what copper knew any of the laws and the rules that they
Oh,
implemented?
what a shit show that was, that
exactly.
Not
pandemic.
one of them fucking knew anything about it.
What
But
a
they kept
fucking
quoting
shit
it.
show that
Horrible
was.
feeling knowing you've been con from birth.
Do you remember we had this tier systems? Essex was tier 2, Kent was tier 3, London was there. I was like, oh my god. It was a circus, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because-
yeah, I had that myself. I was in tier 3, so I could only get a coffee or go out once just to do some exercise. So
I
it
remember
was so
when
real.
I got called out to go to Essex, and I turned up to this place. I'm like, oh yeah, you guys are tier 2. Where I'm from, it's tier 3. He's like, no, you gotta leave. You gotta leave. I can't have you in this job. You're from tier 3. Go, please go away. I was just like,
it was fucking stupid.
Nonsense.
You think back now to exactly what they wanted us to follow.
oh, he still charged the twat 100
And
quid for the call out.
people,
Don't give a
I'm
shit.
sorry, but most people did follow it. Right? You know, you can only have X amount of people at your home if they're your blood relatives, blah, blah, blah. You can only talk to your neighbour over the fence. Well, fucking most people do anyway. You can go to a restaurant. You can go to a restaurant, but you've got to wear a mask while you're walking around. But you can take it off when you sit down, you know, because it won't get you when you sat down. It was just shit like that.
The first,
People fucking did it. People
Can no
actually
one
did
spot a first these days?
it. Just unbelievable.
My God. That's why I just think it's gone now. I just think it's too late. Yeah, there are still people waking up, but there are too many asleep. All this. Trevor, are you still in there? All this gender stuff, all this, it's a ridiculous world. Am I just getting old by saying it were different back then? Well, it was, and it always will be. Each generation will all say the same thing when we get older. But gosh, look at it now.
Well, our ancestors are probably turning over the graves. You know, all the World War II veterans.
I mean, I got it straight away when they first come out with it. If you got COVID, that you got to self isolate for fucking however long it was, 2 weeks at the time, I think. You have to self isolate for 14 days if somebody in your household have got it. The amount of people that use that excuse to get fucking 2 weeks off work were untrue. It would just
Yeah.
and it just give them,
That
carte blanche to do that. And people
Oh.
did it without a doubt. But what did that actually fucking do? What did it serve? What purpose did it serve? You would stop at home for 2 weeks, so you didn't spread it around even though you'd not got it. It was
Well,
fucking ridiculous.
I've got a guy at work. He was up for 2 weeks last month because he had COVID. Right? I've got COVID right now, and I was at work today.
Yeah. Because for me, I mean, I tested for COVID a few months back. I know it was COVID. Well, I say I know it was COVID. With these fucking test kits you get. Just our lass had been in hospital. She come out after a week. She got brought it from hospital, and I got for it. And it was COVID, but I had no fucking bad symptoms. It was nothing worse than a mild flu, if you like. That was just me. I'm not saying people don't suffer, but to call it a COVID issue, when it, to me it was flu. To me it was a cold.
But do you know what COVID is supposed to be? It's supposed to be a respiratory disease.
Yeah. Well, that's just flu, isn't it?
You know, just.
No, we're all bollocks. We're all fucking shafted up the arse for that one.
We are. I mean, are we? I mean, not myself personally. I just have a hope. It won't be this generation, but I just have these crazy thoughts of maybe there are a few groups of people out there who are trying to change the future, or if you were, you won't give anything away. It's got to be a secret. It's got whatever plan is in place has got to be kept underground because that's what they do. And
WEF.
they've made it work for them, right? So if we need to change something, we need like-minded people who just make a start, and it might take 2 generations, 3. But it's like where people are giving up. What's wrong with trying to make a start and having the right mindset to think it's not going to happen in my life, but look, I've written that down and that'll get passed on. They'll make it better. They'll have more knowledge. They'll wake more people up and things like that. But no one's bothering, and all we can do these days is talk about it. But yet there's people who want to do something about it, and it's like, where do we start? But I'm just hoping that there are people out there who've known this for years and have known where to start and have made that start, and have maybe got somewhere with it, even though it's only a small bit. Because it's going to take time, but always keep on talking about it. Yes, but doing something about it is different. So it's not impossible, You know, nothing is. So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with people trying to make a new start? I don't know if that sounds ridiculous, but I don't think there's anything wrong with trying.
Like I say, you have to try at the end of the day, and then if it doesn't succeed, at least you
Well,
try,
we're
don't you?
talking.
So,
We have enough knowledge and things like that. So only surface knowledge, but you know, there's a lot of smart people out there who are on the same side as us, just as smart as these idiots who are in power. So what's the difference? You know, you can still get people who can make a difference who are not on their side with a smarter brain than them. So it can be done. It's whether people just get their heads out of that fucking fear, because all you've got to fear is fear itself. You know, I mean, I'm willing to do anything to help anyone if I can, but nothing's impossible. Let's keep talking about it, but it's about time we started doing something about it. And
Well, Italy did something about it, didn't they?
there must be a way, you know.
Do you think if the government ever come back, let's just say we get another scenario where we get some kind of flu fucking virus flying around like we do every year, you think the government are ever going to come back and go to the extremes that they've done in the last 2 years and expect people to follow it?
No, because it's not going to work.
It's just not going to work, is it?
yeah, it's not going to work, is it? So,
The majority that followed it, in all honesty, I mean, initially nobody knew what it was when it was first announced. Nobody knew. We were just given the narrative, and people would have thought, "Fuck me, what's this? You know, this is serious. Lockdowns, what does that mean?" And everybody saw the seriousness of lockdowns, but as it evolved, you know, they were just shafting us, and that were it. And people saw through it eventually. Some from the early beginning, but eventually most people saw through it. Now, you still see people now that wear masks.
Yeah, I was going to say that. It's
The amount of
pathetic.
people that I see wearing masks tend to be the older generation. And I think I look at them and I think to myself, you know, I feel really sorry for you. You know, I want to go up and say, you don't need to wear that. It's not doing you no good. You know,
Well, I see
it's
them
just
wear it in the
cold.
car with no passengers.
That's brilliant, is that it?
That's like what you try to stop the car from getting COVID.
Yeah.
What I've seen only one or two people wear it as well, and when it's been hot weather, and thought, how are you coping? Like you're sweating cobblers, aren't they? So
yeah, I've been for instance, yesterday I had to phone Sky up. I've been having a lot of broadband issues. It's pissing me off with them. So basically, they've offered me a free upgrade and all this shit. So they had to read me through the contract. And part of that contract, what they read through was, you know, when they come to fit the new equipment and rewire everything in and what have you, they have to apply by COVID-19 regulations and this, that, and that. And I said to us, wait a minute, what COVID-19 regulations are you quoting? And she says, I don't know, but it's written in front of me and I've got to read it. I said, well, that mandate was updated then, surely, because there's no COVID-19 regulations relevant anymore. And
like a quick one screenshot, how do I do it?
Press print screen.
I've got a SIA LK, that one.
It's at side of F12.
PRC.
It's at side of F12. Whatever that button is at side of F12. Press it.
Just that one button, that's it.
Press that one button. This is what we're on about, mate. Right, you've got that.
Just a quick one, right? Listen, Crinkle.
It's not Crinkle, mate.
If you...
It ain't Crinkle, that.
Well, whoever you are, right? Whoever keeps saying you're going to expose me, because you've been saying it for a long time. You'd have done it by now, wouldn't you? You silly little children. Right, I'll leave you to it. I'll let Biker carry on. I'll leave you to it, guys. I just had to say that because someone like
Oh, no
myself needs to get
problem.
something like that off my chest when I see something like that. So
I think they're just doing it for attention. I think that's a lot of the problem, isn't it?
yeah, but I just want someone to expose me.
I wouldn't
Right,
let
see
it
you in a
bother
bit.
you personally anyway, so. Because I think they're just trying to wind you up, aren't they, so?
It's all right, Michael. All they want to do is spoil a good thing. If someone wants to spoil a good thing where there's nice people around, what kind of people are them?
Yeah, they're nothing really, are they? They're trying to.
You got
They're
it,
trying to-
Michael.
They're
Nothing.
trying to get attention. I think it's just they're just very sad people, aren't they?
That's
So,
it. Let's forget that. You guys carry on. There's always a way. Exposing frauditors. Listen, how you doing? Listen, thanks for coming in. Thanks for your politeness as well. James, thanks for your work with them links, and everyone else and anyone who's come in. Really appreciate it. Superb tonight, guys. Thanks very much. I'll just be a couple. I'm going to leave you with these lot because they're brilliant. Far better than me.
Says the twat that fucking keeps bringing my flag. Little twat. I love it.
So what do you think about Italy then?
But
And
yeah,
their new government?
just think about it. Just answer this question. Illuminati. Yeah, I know there are no regulations for COVID anymore. That's what I was telling the person on phone that were quoting them to me. Yeah. Go on, sorry, Cal.
I was like, I was saying about Italy and their new government in it, the so-called right-wing government.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. Go on, then,
Yeah, well, they've already get a lot of stick in it because she's anti-EU and she's anti-immigration. You know, like she's not gonna have any of that shit, like migrants and stuff. You know.
Well, that to me sounds like a damn good idea. No migrants, no immigrants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could get behind that one, no problem.
Yeah, they called her the new Mussolini. I thought, bloody hell, it's a bit extreme.
No, watching forget who's it was. He does like documentaries based on a lot of facts and whatever, and he puts his spin on it. And oh god, I think he's a German guy, but he lives in the UK. I can't remember the name of his channel, and he was going about the amount of immigrants that's coming in, and they're putting them in different hotels. Initially we're in south, and they're slowly but surely they're moving them up north, and they're filling all these hotels, further up the country that they can. And it's all part of integrating all these immigrants into the communities that's already established, that's been there for hundreds of years. And it's all part of the big change. Now, I can see his point in some respects, but what is this big change that we're all expecting to happen with the amount of immigrants that are coming in? Are they going to actually start and take over areas that we've lived in for all our lives, that have been there for hundreds of years, living as they do? Are these immigrants going to come in and basically take over, is what he's saying? Can anybody see that happening? Me personally, yeah, I can see it happening.
I'll be honest with you, it's
much
already
time do you need?
happening. Just go look at Barking or Ilford or East London. Just saying.
Stephen, how much time do you need?
Teflon, that could be the one, mate. It could be the one. Heinz Kraus. It rings a bell. Yeah,
Absolutely.
it did speak a lot of sense. Whether it was, it did speak a lot of sense, and
Some
it sort of gets you thinking. But yeah,
I don't know.
He likes turkey.
and I've read that chat, mate.
Yeah, guys, if anyone's heard of Optical Turnkey, which I don't think you have, because he's just this miniature little piece of shit on YouTube, tried to make a mockery out of me. So I put a video up on my community thing a couple of videos ago about what he did about me. And it's pathetic. I know I say yeah a lot and things like that, so he's put all that kind of shit on it. It's pathetic. So please watch it and please realise how pathetic that person is. Turned on me overnight, still won't give me a reason. He's welcome on here if he wants, but he's got no balls, so he won't come on. But if you're listening, Turkey, come on, explain yourself. Or have you got no balls? Come on, we'll all be polite with you. You know what it's like on here, I'm sure, because you must watch all the time. Thanks for watching, by the way. So, yeah, you little shit. Do you want to come on here and challenge me face to face? Or do you want to just carry on doing stupid videos and talking shit? So please, everyone, Optical Turnkey, check him out. Great channel. Enthralling. Amazing. Superb. As they'd say in Germany. No, that's French, isn't it? Superb. Yeah, Munch too. Optical Turkey. Piece of shit. Anytime, mate. Anytime you want.
Right.
But you won't, will you? You know why you won't? Because when you've got no balls, it means you're a pussy.
I like
What do you think about that? Do you want to do a video about that? Do you want to put my words in a video like that and do some stupid animations to it? Pathetic cartoonist.
Right, mate. I'm gonna do
Looney
it.
Tunes.
Are you listening to me?
No.
I'm fucking going.
We'll get gone then.
I'm going.
Bloody Yorkshire bugger.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going.
That's for Biker.
Yeah. Good
He's
lad.
from Yorkshire.
Go.
Sorry about that, but he's still the best co-host on
Don't
YouTube.
have to
So Kyle,
apologise, mate. It's quite all right. Just look after that flag. Don't abuse it.
I won't abuse it.
Yeah, don't abuse it. You. Right, I'm off. Everybody in the chat, have a good evening. Thanks for
Good
all your
day, buddy.
comments. It's been good.
See you
Everybody in
soon,
the panel,
Adam.
thanks for your comments and input. It's been good as well. Sorry I'm late to the show tonight. You know, somebody didn't fucking tell me, but other than that,
Well, I like
Well.
surprises, don't you?
no.
You
Yeah,
don't.
we all like surprises.
Well, you said it was a short one, mate, so I hope it is. Right, I'll see you later. Take care, all.
Yeah, buddy.
See you, bye,
Signing off.
Adam.
Trying.
Take care. Love you all. Be good. Bye bye.
See you in a bit. Love you too, mate. Thank you.
Oh, this is just us three.
That was my bollocking, that. I just wanted to do it as a surprise, so haha. And I did say a week ago, you never know what night these days. So, but anyway, this has been brilliant, actually. I am very tired. What do you reckon? midnight, I think, will be my limit tonight. Under the weather, so I can't do the full course tonight. But I will be back as normal soon. I owe it to you guys. So I'll try my best. I'll be back on my feet. And
Mate, what is wrong with this guy?
who's that? Oh, we're going
You know,
private. Everything, but it's all, no one messes with my dudes. Take it as comedy. Well, if no one messes with him, then he needs to challenge someone first. Then you can say that. So I don't mind. I'm the underdog. So whenever, I wouldn't say it to his face. I was the one who first said it. Coming first, me. You get ran over. Oh,
you know what? This is not Crinkle. This is
no,
an
it's
imposter.
Optical Turnkey.
It's
Don't
some,
mess with me or Turnkey. We're the
it's just
real.
some sort of an imposter.
Optical Turnkey lives in Bristol.
Oh, there we go. Well done. You sussed me
Yeah.
out.
I don't know his real name. I
I
can
will
tell you
bring
mine.
down
'Cause
your channel.
I'm honest. He's one of
Audience
them
turn on you.
elusive. Why not tell your real name? Why not be real? Why not? If someone said to me, right, Dino, get on here now, I've got something about you, I need to talk to you. Right, I want to challenge you. I would. But you see, people with no balls won't do that. That means the pussies anytime. Anyone. I don't mind.
Where's Fluke and Mike? I haven't heard them. I haven't heard from them for a while.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
not
was
yet.
just thinking
Listen,
that Flute Dog's not been on for a while, has he? So
No, I know, but I've got an issue. I don't dislike Fluke. The fact is, I have to look after my channel, Fluke. I'm sorry, mate. I can't because I have to look after my channel, and it would cause trouble. If you want to have a phone call with me in private, that's fine, but I think you'll understand.
yeah, I know what you're saying. You've got to stay away from certain subjects, haven't
No,
you? So,
it's just no. I'd entertain Fluke any day of the week. It's just because of one particular day, and it fucked me up because of the feedback I got. And I thought, what do I do? And I thought, well, the best thing to do is look after my channel. And unfortunately, if I bring you on, it's going to affect me. My channel. So if you need to speak to me about anything, I'm not sure if you got my number, but I'd rather do it that way, mate. I'm sure you understand.
yeah, I know what you're
I don't dislike Fluke. He's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Comes out with some great stuff and that. And
yeah, I know what you're saying. That's
I've
why
just got
I'm
to
not.
look after myself, and I know he gets it. I know he does. Frustrating for Fluke.
Yeah, I know what you're saying because that's why I don't do StreamYard because
and everything, but it's just something I can't afford.
yeah, I was gonna just
as well because I'm like, it's like when your finger's itching above the button, and it's just something I can't afford now, especially now when my channel's grown. So sorry, mate. I'm sorry, Fluke.
Yeah, what I was gonna say, I know what you mean, Dino, because that's why I don't do StreamYard, because you have to be careful who you bring on, don't you? So
yeah, there's nothing bad about Fluke. It's just situations.
I mean, if I do StreamYard, I would have like you or Mike already, but I wouldn't have certain people on because I don't really want the drama, really. So, and
Fluke, I don't-
obviously it puts
yeah, I
the
don't know, I
house
don't know
on
what you mean
edge,
by
doesn't
that.
it? And plus, you gotta protect your channel at the end of the day, haven't you? So,
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
it's a
Even
shame.
if you like someone, even if you've had a great pass with them on your live streams and good chats
It's a
and things like that, but
It's a shame what happened
mate, I
because,
don't know what you mean by that, Fluke. That
you
last,
know, it's all because of that whack job that Carmon started saying all this random crap, and that's why they all kicked off
yeah,
on it.
and then it was shit. I got after it, and I know
It
he's a
really
good
pissed
guy,
me
but
off,
it's
you
like,
know,
what
because
do
of
I
that
deal with here?
wanker.
Like, it's so hard, YouTube. It really is so hard.
yeah,
It's
yeah, it
someone
can
in
be
my position, it is.
stressful content.
So, it's really hard. And do you know what? I've known a lot of YouTubers, right, including Cat, right? Catwoman, please sub if you haven't. And we worked together on quite a few videos and things. And when you meet someone who's a fellow YouTuber who does content, it's really hard for them. And then when you see them not break down, but kind of get down to talking, it's doing my head in. I can't carry on. This has been said. That's been said. What do I do about that comment? What do I be? It's really hard. It's almost a full-time job. You've got to cope with probably more mental issues than content issues. And Kat, she won't mind me saying this at all. That's why I'm saying it. I wouldn't if she did, but she knows, and it really got to her. And all she was doing was innocent stuff, trying her best. But it got to her one day, and it will get to you at a certain point. And then you'll get over it, or you'll have a break, or you won't get over it, but you will have a break. You don't want to have that break. You want to keep that consistency because you've got a channel, you've got videos to do, you've got supporters who are expecting videos and live streams and things like that. I understand that, and I've been under the weather, but I've come on tonight and done my best because I owe it to you lot, to you guys. So it's hard. It's not. It doesn't, like when you're a viewer, when you're a watcher, it's just like a video. You're just watching something what someone's done, but that person's done that through thought and time, effort, 5 hours, 6 hours out in the day, and it comes down to an half an hour video, which means you go home, you start editing. You kind of don't stop after you've done a video. People don't see it that way. If you don't do it that way, and it really got cut down, and that's why she had a break. And it was like, where's she gone? But any more videos? What's happening? Where are you? And then she's come back, and and things like that. Done little videos and with the dogs and things like that. But she's a YouTuber. She's a content creator. She wants to go out there and show people things, and that's the difference. You're either showing people things, or you're watching people's things, or both. And then if you do live streams as well, it's even harder because there's more time, more effort. It's mental strain. It's like I have to keep talking and thinking and listening. if you notice, every time I go off, it goes quiet-ish, you know. So I try, you know, you've got to keep things going, and make it real, keep it real, not make it real, keep it real. And that's what I do. I do my best for YouTube. And that's what Kat were doing, and it can break you down. It can really break you down. It can get to you, like any other job, I suppose, when there's pressure on. And it might not look that way as a viewer, but it really is when you're getting up and going out and filming and putting up with that pressure with whatever that, you know, if it's a police station or security or, you know, that type of video. But, you know, you get pleasure videos, like I do other things like the bridge, the abandoned stuff and stuff like that. I mix my channel up, but it's still trying to climb through a bloody window at my age. Well, so it's a physical thing as well for me. So, so yeah, I do my best to bring things to people.
I'm just gonna
And it
say
can
I'm
get
gonna
to
go. Sorry to interrupt you, Dean. I'm just gonna say I'm going off now. I am, but
hang on, Michael. Hang on. What time is it? 58. Hang on, Michael Powell.
yeah, just can I've got to get
Right.
up for something early
Michael
tomorrow
Powell,
as well.
Excuse me. It says midnight on here. You've got 2 minutes left. Don't break the contract. Michael's
Yeah,
going, guys.
See you later, buddy.
Yeah, just can I've got to get up tomorrow, but I am going live tomorrow. So if any of you want to
What
come on the
time?
live,
What time?
it'll be after my appointment. So either you two or just whoever wants to come on the live. I'll probably go live for 2 or 3 hours tomorrow. So
Yeah, but what time you going live?
I'm not sure, but I'll
Oh,
do a
you
video.
would see. He's just like me, isn't he?
It'll be in the daytime, and just to let people know, I'm going to do a video at Goose Fair tomorrow as well. So
All righty. I'll do my best, Michael.
just to let people, I obviously don't want to take over your show, but just to let people know as well. So
There's
but
Michael's
nice,
channel link, guys. James has put
nice
it
to
up.
see you, Dino, and nice to see you. Is it Kieran or Kieran?
Carol.
Karen.
Yeah.
I'd like
No,
to
Carol.
speak to Karen and Dino, and I'll try and come on again soon. It's been a
I
good
hope
chat
so, mate.
tonight, so.
I hope so, mate, because everyone's
And-
loved
Take care,
you being
buddy.
on it. So
And cheers for everybody in the chat as well. So, alright, hope you all have a good weekend. So, I'll stay in the chat till I go to bed anyway. So,
thank you. Oh, he's gone straight away. I've gone. Michael, thank you. I know you're listening.
Seems like a nice
Absolutely
guy.
brilliant. Not seen you for ages, so you know, it's been really nice tonight. You coming on. So thanks, and please come on again. There's his channel link, guys. Michael's, James, as always, doing the business. Thank you, James and Michael. Neil's still there. Oh, he's back. I said he's still there. He's come back, so he must have gotten at some point. Can I just catch up? Patsy, how you doing? I've only just seen you. Happy face, Michael. That smile of his, you know, it just makes me smile. It just makes you smile because of his smile. He's got the greatest smile of all smiles of smiling time. Right, quick catch up. Teflon, brilliant stuff. Anarchy, how you doing? What's the topic? Anything good? We don't have loads of topics. Anarchy, I don't have a script. It's not like, right, that's, it's like whatever you guys want to bring up. It's always been that way. Come on. I know quite a few new people have come in as well. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to end it at, I think, past. It's fucked. I know. It's crazy. I know. I do know you're keeping well. I don't like politics. I do have my views, though, which I will explain all in good time. I've got a lot of things going on right now. Dino, you were spot on. Do you know what? Exposing frauditors. I don't want anybody slagging this person off. Right? This is someone who's gone against me in the past, but never been impolite or abusive. And I respect that. And we've eventually got to a certain point where we're actually, we've got this, please respect this person, even though he's against what I've done, and many other people. But you cannot disrespect anyone's opinion. And that's all this person's done, to give their opinion, no matter how much against they are. So thank you for coming in, and thanks for your comments. I think that's it. How come it won't let me go up further? I hate this StreamYard thing.
For what thing?
John Tracy. Right.
Did Dino just kick himself off the chat? Oh my god. I guess it's just me. How's everyone doing in the chat?
I think am I back?
Yeah, you're back now.
See what I mean? StreamYard. Bag of shit. Sort yourselves out, StreamYard. It's a good job it's free.
It's
Anyway,
not bad yet,
Cheryl,
platform.
honestly, it's really nice to see you in here regular now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been watching your channel for a while. And yeah, just recently started coming on chats.
It's
So
not
thanks
bad,
for
is
having
it?
me. Hey?
It's not too bad, is it?
Oh, I love it. You guys are straight, honest, and you're on the sort of same,
All these people who come in as well.
you're on the same sort of mindset as I am, about all this shit that's happening.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. I mean, Seth, people who are having grandchildren right now, I mean, imagine what it could be like for them as they get older. And
Well, I'll be honest with you, mate. I'm with my girlfriend, and at this very moment, we're not planning to have any children. I was like, fuck this. I don't want to give them this future. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking scary.
very scary, very scary. How do we get through to people, Carol? I mean, there's talk and there's talk. How do we do it, mate? I'd love for mate that
The
stuff.
problem is you can't. They've been too brainwashed by the mainstream media and all this crap.
But,
I mean,
waking people up. I mean, I've spoke to people and they have done. I'm not bragging. It's just like only a couple, but they have. And then they'll pass it on to, and it's going to be a slow process. But while that process is going on, theirs is. So it's always one step ahead. So maybe by the time we've got a result or what we think is a result, they're already on it again. So it's like we have to start again.
I'll be honest with you, mate.
Really got to think ahead.
No one gives a shit anymore. I mean, I was in my local shopping centre today with my girlfriend because she wanted to buy some makeup, and we went to all these shops, right? And oh my god, the customer service, fucking shit. There's just no customer service anymore. You know, you go to these shops anymore,
Yeah.
staff members, they don't
It's like
care.
cold,
No one,
innit?
no one cares. It's like, what the fuck do you
Yeah.
want? You know, here you
It's
go. Now
cold.
fuck off.
They may as well replace everyone with a bloody robot
Yeah.
because there's no feeling. There's no. You
Well,
do
what
get the
fucks
odd
me
good,
up
you know.
is I go to my local co-op once every while just to buy things that I forgot, and it's like I'll use the self-checkout. You know, I'm like, really? You know, and I said to the woman, I was like, in a few years' time, you'll be coming into this shop using the self-checkouts, and you're gonna hate them because they're the reasons why you haven't got the job anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, cash. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
cash will
really
be gone.
care, to be honest with you. Whatever comes in, it'll just be the same.
So gonna be
process.
digital currency.
Yeah.
Yeah, cash is gonna
It'll
go.
still be a controlling factor, no matter what currency, whatever pieces of wood, whatever. It don't matter. You'll be controlled by. You need it. Without it, you're fucked. So it don't matter what it is, what it's made out of. They'll still do it that way. Cryptocurrency and all that.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of shit. Crypto.
Used to pound notes with a queen's face on it and all that. Why does money have the queen's face on it? And like other monies have had, like, I think Shakespeare was on a £10 note and things like that. Why? Because you get kids born into, who's this, Shakespeare? Oh yeah, right. There's just a face. Big Mac, please, Happy Meal. They don't care what's on. So why is it on there?
She owns us, apparently. Now we're gonna have the sausage fingers.
Rule.
These two.
That's what's happened to you. You've been ruled.
Yeah.
Just rule yourself. Use yourself.
Thing is, things are getting so expensive now as well. You know, trying to buy a house, man, impossible.
That's it with money.
Me and my girl can be trying for years, but I'll tell you what, it's fucking impossible. You know, we can't save money. I mean, especially now with these lecky bills, that's fucked us over a lot.
Oh gosh,
you know,
we had guys.
Before COVID, right, I had £10,000 in my saving account. Now I have £4,000 worth of credit card bills. Yeah, it's fucking depressing.
Yeah. I think we should move abroad and then come back in.
Okay. No, yeah, what you just said there, like move aboard and then come back on a dinghy.
Yeah, sorry the way I speak, but you've got it straight away, Carol.
At least I'll get a
it's amazing.
free hotel, isn't it?
Amazing. Wow. Wow. All you have to do is come over here from foreign shores.
Just say, I know speaky English.
And cut and wipe certain sections of society out who are native, cultured, born here. Because you're here now, you get everything, they get fuck all, they end up on the streets, blah, blah, blah. You can't buy an house.
We're getting fucked. I mean, I got fucked over during this COVID. I lost so much money, right? All my savings gone.
Could be wrong.
You know?
It's gone.
All my deposit money gone.
It's gone. We've let it happen as well.
Yeah.
Horrible feeling. I mean, for me now at my age, it's like I'm very bothered about it. But I know there's nothing I can do about it. All I can do is, like Carol does, speak about it, and hopefully we can just, get someone else's mind into waking up and saying, yeah, I didn't think about it that way. Right, I'll pass it on to my kids. And that, for me, that's the start, But like I said before, they're going to change the generation into a new generation, which they've already prepared for.
Well,
in
it's
the
gonna
previous
be.
generation.
It's gonna be
So if
you will
they're
own
ahead,
nothing and be happy, isn't it? It's already starting to happen, isn't it? People losing money. I mean, not just me, but a lot of people losing stuff. Look at all the businesses that have shut down because of this fucking respiratory disease bollocks.
It upsets me.
And now look how many businesses are shutting down because of the lecky bills.
Shutting us down.
So many pubs had to shut down.
Yeah, churches, all that. I'm not
Shops.
religious, but if you look what's been shut down in old England, is it England? No, of course it's not. When I were a kid, it was nothing like it is today, and they still call it Britannia, or the monarchy's still there, and things like what? It's a placard. It's just a fucking illusion. It's just a cartoon to me. Yeah, an image, and it's a shame, really, because I think there are good people out there who could make life good, and they turn people into evil and give them certain rules and options on how to live their life, and which makes them lose their own mind with a lot of people. But if you lose your intuition, guys, you're fucked. Keep using it, and don't be afraid to say what you think, and don't be afraid to do something about it.
See, I keep seeing on the comments section, was it plenty of charity shops? Yeah, it's a lot of that going around, isn't it now? Charity shops.
What was that, Carol? Am I going up a bit now for that one?
Someone just made a comment saying plenty of barbers
I
and
believe you.
charity shops.
I believe you. Eamon's a true culturist, and he's Irish, so yes. That flag's there for Eamon, plus all my other Irish supporters. I know I've got many. Thanks very much. And that's there for Nigel as well. I appreciate you guys.
Irish.
So
what do you think about this whole Ireland supposedly reuniting again? Well, the Northern Ireland, it's the island itself.
I think
it's mentioned a few weeks ago, isn't it? A few months ago.
I'm not sure on that. I don't really know anything about that, to be honest with you. But with Ireland, with the northern,
the Protestant
era,
isn't it?
and northern, Belfast, there weren't a war for nothing. For me, when I were a kid, it just looked like England were trying to take over Northern Ireland, when really it's Ireland and not England. Eamon will tell us, but that's how I saw it. That's why there was a war. Over what? So what was the war over? What were all these bombings over? Why were they trying to say to us, Luke, don't fuck with us?
Well, supposedly it was a religious war,
and
wasn't
we
it?
never won that. They won it. So it's a bit of a paradox, that is. Northern Ireland, England, Ulster. Eamon will tell us.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go again. You know, people over here, you know, they got bombed and things like that. Like they're teaching our government a lesson. Luke, you fuck with us, that's what we're going to do to you, and we're going to kill innocent people. But that's what we do to them. So they're protecting something, and it's something that we wanted. And eventually they've come to a compromise. But I don't know what over. I mean, money's got to be involved, but it can't be just money. Because it went on for years and years and years, you know. The IRA, and they could never be beaten. And that's why it came to a compromise. So I just want to know what it was all over. Because they never told us that, really, did they?
Well, maybe they wanted to be out of the Commonwealth.
Yeah, but even that don't make sense. If that's the truth, then, well, let's come to an agreement rather than bomb each other. But why
God knows. We'll
all that
never know the
destruction?
truth, mate.
Why do it that way? Anger, obviously. Don't fuck with us type of attitude with them. So something heavy anyway, but yeah, that's how it's gone. That's how it
Well,
went.
now it's gonna be well, soon we'll have nukes flying over our heads, eh?
Maybe a joint decision. I don't know. Maybe you could help us to put more fear in the people by killing innocent people. I don't know. They're all weirdos, and they're running
Step-
our lives. We've got weirdos and psychopaths running our lives.
Well, Liz Truss, right? Never heard of that woman before until a few months ago, and now she's the Prime Minister. Mental, innit?
She must have been selected about 4 years ago. I wonder how many people she's to make her way up the ladder.
I did a bit of research about her, innit? 10 years ago, she was a bloody Liberal Democrat.
What hypocrisy in the political world? Oh, Carol, come on. Lay off them.
The thing is, I still never heard of her, you know. It's only when she said, she said that all the British men should mobilize and go and fight with the Ukrainians against the Russians. And I thought, whoa, it's a bit much.
Eamon, thank you. I didn't know about the 800 years, but I knew about the United. Thank you.
Only royals, politicians, and military have nuclear bunkers. Everyone else is screwed. Yeah, definitely. He's not wrong there. Whoever that
Eamon,
is.
What was they scared of, Herman? Scared of summer because they never won. What, that war they thought they could win. All them innocent fucking kids who died. Well, anybody, but children, come on.
These comments, some of them are so funny. Especially that newest one about trust.
As well. Yeah. China. Yeah, exactly. Let's get our land back. You're not having it back. Why not? Because we own it. No, you don't. It's ours. Well, we do now. Well, why do you own it? Because of this, that, and the other, whatever it may be. Still fighting over. Just fucking leave them alone. Leave people alone. But like, what was it about Northern Ireland that you wanted? Why did you? It's not. It's a separate island. It's not yours. Leave it alone. Russia, leave them alone. It's not yours. Let them live in peace. Just let people live. It's not yours. You don't have to bomb anyone to make a point. But
Was it?
have
they got any natural resources in Northern Ireland or anything like that, like fuel?
There must be some kind of money involvement, Carol. There must be. They don't, that's how they work, innit? So there's got to be some money involvement in that.
Maybe gold.
Maybe. Yeah. But yeah, you can't take the Irish away from the Irish.
Irish people are great. So sound as fuck.
They are the best. They're brilliant. They've got
Yeah, even the girls are quite nice.
Plastic bullets and all that, and yeah, it was all wrong. I don't know who started it, but I don't know why it carried on like that. Why it would be like that. Why would there be so much destruction and death and things like that? Why do it that way? Is that part of the fear factor section of the agenda? Well, maybe they were working together in that respect. I don't know. But both sides let it carry on for so long. In a modern day, you'd think, let's get to the table and sort it out and talk about it, maybe, And then they say that, they're having talks. Well, what they're talking about? Because the day after, another bomb's gone off.
I'll tell you what, they should start having talks of the bloody Russians, isn't it, soon? Because otherwise we're going to have nuclear warfare, isn't it?
So they've been saying that since the Cold War, Carol. It's just, for me, it's just another fear thought that they put in your head. There's no way these guys who want to gain everything would at the same time destruct it all.
Well, I mean, it could be part of the Great Reset, eh? Because someone else said in the comments section, let me quote you on this, only royals, politicians, and military have nuclear bunkers. Everyone else is screwed. Not wrong there, though, is he? Who knows?
Yeah, we've been fucked over, guys. But do you know what? The human spirit has kept us going because we've always had a laugh along the way. And we've always managed to get on with people and not get on with people as well. But we've always still managed to stick together. Not in a great way, but in a certain way. And we'll keep doing it because it's natural. So the trying to defeat our minds, I think.
But I must say,
Or
it's all
take them
fading.
away, you know.
It's all fading away, humanity. I mean, the other day in Colchester, there was a lady in a wheelchair that she was trying to get over the curb, right? And people just walking past her, staring. I'm like, you twat. So I walked up and, gave her a push and helped her. But, everyone else just walking past and staring. Knowing that she needs help. But, no.
So at that moment in time, all you did was feel a natural thing. So it was like automatic.
I just
natural.
walked
That's
up to
what
her
you do.
like, here, sit down, darling. Let me give you a push. Here you go. Is that all right, love? Oh, yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you, sir. And that was it. We moved on.
No, altruistic. Just that's what you're doing. I'm not doing it for any reward or an audience saying, "Oh, well done you for doing that." It's like, hang on a minute. In fact, you don't even think that. Hang on a minute. It's like, oh, right. Oh, it's done. Right. Then we move on. And
Yeah,
like I say,
both moved
people
on.
just walk past.
Yeah, people just
Can't-
walking
because they
past.
don't care.
Just walking past, like, looking,
They've not
staring
the
at each
care.
other. It's like a couple walking past, staring at each other, looking at each other like, whatever. Not our problem. Nothing, really. One day, I wish that's gonna be you, you fucking pricks. And then you've got to realise what it feels like.
It's a shame. I know. Sorry,
Yeah.
a memory's just come back in my head after what you just said. But yeah, same thing.
Oh, sorry, mate.
No, no. It's a good thing that I've remembered it. Sean M. That's another new name. Divide and Conquer. Sean, absolutely. Since Roman times, still in Roman times, sort of. All you guys who stuck in there from how long we've been on.
Well, technically, it was the Romans that invented all the politics and shit, didn't they? So he's got a point now, isn't he? So you've got a point, since the Roman times.
Right. What I'm gonna do, guys, I'm not match fit tonight. No matter how I've looked or sounded, I'm not. I've just done my best. It's took a lot out of me. But I owe it to you, so I don't want to stay absent for that long because a lot of people get in touch and say, Dino, are you all right? When's your next live? When's your next video? And things like that. So I do owe it to you. So I will end it now. I just want to say thank you so much to all of you great supporters, brilliant people who've been on the panel tonight have been VIP class 1 A1 stuff, superb. I know I've missed a few names out. I don't like doing that. I like to say hello to as many people as possible, if not everybody. I just want to give a couple of special thanks, to be honest. And I'm not trying to single, it's not, well, it kind of is a bit of favoritism, to be honest with you. But I do have special people around me who do things for me, for the channel, and help me out for some reason. And that's Biker. And to plod or not to plod, but also extra special thanks to the one and only Yvonne, Paul Yeoman as well, because they are my comfort And I've got the other guys who look after me in a channel where, so I know you'll get what I mean. But yeah, just a massive thanks to Yvonne. She's looked after me up here. So I appreciate it. She knows that anyway. She'll not listen back to this, but thank God. So stop being softy, you know. No, she's so nice. Ron, I know you've been in there, mate. Thanks so much for coming in as well. James Patrick, for all your hard work. Nix, I know you've come in late, but thank you very much indeed. China Doll. Who else? I could spend half an hour. So forgive me if I'm not mentioning you, but you're all special, to be honest with you. Massive thanks to Carol. Brilliant.
Thank you, Dino, mate, for having
No,
me.
thank you. You're perfect for this live. Thanks very much. Oh, I want to say thanks to David Scott as well, who's not been in, but such a nice guy. So I'll not carry on saying thank you. I think you're all special. You've been brilliant tonight. Forget the idiots and all them guys. Just come on here and have a relax and have a chat. You can talk about anything and no one falls out. And we can sort it out, whatever you want to talk about, and it'll all be fine. So until who knows what night, you never know these days. So I'll see you next time. Simple as that. All right. Massive respect and much love. Okay. Thank you.